Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. We are here for the PsiX Contenders Cup, and I'm your caster Snoopy, and I'm joined by my co-caster Salavant.
How's everybody going? Welcome to the very first, the first tournament, the first group, the first match, the first game of PsiX Contenders.
Yep, Group A.
It's been a while in the making. A round of 16 tournament, basically a mini GSL for PsiX players.
Exactly. Salavant, why don't you go ahead and just explain what was the purpose or motivation behind creating this event for you?
Alright, so originally it was brought up by, I believe it was Jeterix, who mentioned there wasn't really many events for low-level GM players, which is true and something I'd noticed myself before. Sunlily mentioned this to the community officer channel, and I thought, well, what kind of event would I like to participate in, or what kind of event would I like to cast? And I sort of whipped up the idea for PsiX Contenders, and Sushi was on board, helped finance the thing, and we ended up making it.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to Sushi as well as even Maturino, who were kind to allow us to do the coupon codes. By the way,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, let's go
Go
ahead.
on.
let's go ahead and I'm gonna actually post the Matcherino link into the Twitch chat as
That'd
well
be a good
as
idea.
the coupon code.
We still do have a few codes left. Will be a $100 prize pool, at least. Can still be augmented by donations, but that $100 is guaranteed.
Yeah, we're currently sitting at $90.15. So any coupon code that is donated will definitely help out. Let's go ahead and pull up the groups that we have here. So here are the 4 groups, Group A to D of our Group Stage 1 in our round of 16. As you can see, today is Group A with Jin, SYS, Kuna Matata, and Hyohu. Unfortunately, we will have to delay the PsiX Contenders Cup by another week because next week we're gonna have the Xmas Cup during the same time. So we will resume Group B on December 29th. So not too long.
Yeah, and Group A is going to be pretty interesting. We have a former MVP Cup champion. We have SYS, who is a master player, up and coming from PsiX, who's thrown his hat bravely into the ring against these players. We have Kuna Matata, whose TVZ especially is very strong and a veteran of the ATL. And we have Hyohu, who is somewhat of an unknown, but that means his style is unknown to the rest of the players as well. He's one of Japan's best players, and he plays on the Korean server, so his MMR is quite a bit higher than you might otherwise think.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we are currently on the EU region because unfortunately, the NA server was down for some reason. So we're just gonna go ahead and host the Group A in the EU server. Hopefully, it's not too bad in terms of ping for different players in Group A. All right, how's it going with the first match here?
I've got an alternate lined up, Will Mouse, if Jin does not show up in the next 5 minutes.
All right, sweet. By the way, we have I think we give like 15 minutes with 15 minutes for the players to arrive. So
15 minutes is the rule.
4:10 right now, so I guess we'll wait 5 more minutes.
That's right, and then we'll bring our alternate in.
But in the meantime, let's go ahead and just go through the groups quickly. Group B will have Eruption, Swaghar, Lingboy, and Jetrix. Group C will have Sunny Phone, Barbarossa, Caspada, and Mandolino, who I do see in the chat. So what's up, Mandolino? And then lastly, we have Group D, Ravage, Carowin, Sack the Fromage, and Chris.
I think it might be Sac de Fromage. I'm not sure what the sac means, but I believe fromage is French for cheese.
Ah, I see.
And since Sac de Fromage is Canadian, it probably is a French term.
Ah, okay, cool. Oh, thank
Sac
you.
Probably.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sac probably indicates like something bad, so I think it might mean dies to cheese. That's my best guess.
All right. Thank you, Caveman, or aka Pitfall, for that 1-bit cheer. Sorry for the little bit of a hold up. We're just waiting on our players to arrive. 3 more minutes before we will switch to our alternate in place of Jin. We're still waiting on Jin, who's unfortunately not here yet.
Yeah, Jin has 3 minutes. Otherwise, we will replace them with our alternate Will Mouse. I was prepared for things like this to occur.
So basically, the first, like we said earlier, is going to be like GSL Code S style. The top 2 will advance to the round of 8 within each group. So yeah, it's pretty much a format that I'm sure all of you are familiar with if you have watched, uh, GSL, Code S, or even WCS events.
I think
So,
they run this in the WCS. This style, do they? Oh,
uh,
no, yeah, the group stages, they do have it like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's basically like the group stages from the WCS or the GSL. Essentially, if you win 2 matches, you advance. If you lose 2 matches, you're out, and you always get paired with someone with the same record as you do. So the winners of these 2 matches will go up against each other in match 3, and the losers will go up against each other in match 4.
Yeah, and by the way, it's been a while since we have any major uh, WCS or even Code S events. So bringing back this format, it's kind of, I miss it. It's refreshing.
Yeah, I like it. One of the reasons I decided on this format was I wanted to run a sort of longer term tournament rather than just a weekender or a one dayer. Wanted to have one that went over like a couple of months, like the GSL.
Yeah. So if you guys are missing those kind of events, I guess it's kind of like you could have it here in the PsiX Contenders Cup. Although our players are not Korean pro players like Innovation or Sue or Classic
And
or
don't be alarmed.
Stats, it's okay. It's still fine. We're
I'm
still
just logging
okay. All right.
to
All of
try and get
them.
onto America.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Just let me know if
No, still can't get onto America.
that's unfortunate. Yeah, but like as I was saying, even though these players are not like top Korean pros, they are still very good players in their own right. All right, 4:15 has arrived. Doesn't look like Jin is here.
And Snap XD, our third alternate, has replied just in kind, just in time.
Sweet.
So we will in fact. Okay, SYS, your alternate opponent is Snap XD, a Zerg. So we will be getting Snap XD in on this. Snap XD masters 3 Zerg, but pretty experienced competitor, though perhaps not with a tournament of this kind of skill caliber.
But as we all have seen in the past, anything can happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. And here's a fun fact about the PsiX Contenders. Our top 12 seeds, I suppose our top 11 now, are all within 200 MMR of each other at the time of the sign-ups closing.
Nice.
We had Jin at like 5450 MMR. He was the number 1 seed. And the 12th seed was like, 5250 or something. Or 5200 or something like that. So really anything can happen in these matches. And I think that's interesting.
Yeah, that'll be definitely will produce some interesting games. Thank you, Pitfall, for a bunch of cheers in a row. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cheers so far. So thank you for the cheers and the support. We should get this first game started pretty soon. We're just waiting for the map vetoes, I believe, or actually
We're waiting for a Snap XD to arrive. Then we'll be doing map vetoes.
All right, sweet. By the way, if you guys haven't followed yet, feel free to follow us on our Twitch page. We are currently at 934 followers. So we're inching closer and closer to that 1K followers, which would be pretty sweet to achieve. So if you haven't done so yet, you can just follow us. If you don't want the constant notification, you could just turn off notification but still follow. So
yeah, I like to have things followed just so I can see when they hop online. I can just see it on the top left of my screen when I'm watching streams.
Oh yeah. Up to you guys.
It's always nice just to have that information.
And also, by the way, go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying I'll give SnapXD a couple minutes and then ask what's going on.
Okay, all right.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna just say that tonight we have a PsiX Pro Series. We had one earlier, but we also have another one later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on our Africa TV channel. It's gonna be between Solar and Creator, so that should be a pretty great match right there.
Well, that's worth staying up for, that's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, just if you want to, just tune in for that later on. And again, that would be streamed to our main Africa TV channel. All right, let's go ahead and just put this groups up here once more. By the way, just looking at the group, the players themselves in Group A, I'm assuming SnapXD will come on soon. So SnapXD, SYS, Kunamatata, and Huyohu. Who do you predict will come out of the group here? The top two players.
I gotta predict Kuno and Hyohu. I mean, I know I say anything can happen, but in this case, two of the players have just much lower MMRs than the others. I'd be pretty shocked if Kuno and Hyohu didn't make it out of the group at this stage.
You know
if
what?
Jin was still in there, I'd say it could go either way, and I'd probably go Jin and Kuno. But yeah, I'm gonna go Kuno and Hyohu. The top 12 seeds are all very close to each other, but SYS the 16th seed, and Snap was like the 19th.
I mean, yeah, I think I might have to go with your same prediction here, Kunwatara and Hyohu.
I would like to see one of them surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, guys, if you have any predictions of your own to see who will be the top two getting out of this group, who do you predict? Just type it into the chat. Let us know who you got, or who you want to get out at least. All right, just waiting for SnapXD to come on, and then they'll do the ladder vetoes. We're gonna be using the current ladder pool, so whichever they decide from the current ladder pool to use. I'm sure some of them will eventually come up with some specific strats on specific maps to bring out.
Especially since you can prepare for this tournament. I know Kuna's been practicing for it.
Yeah, it's they have like a week between groups, or I guess sometime I guess in the round of 16, a few weeks even, to prepare for their opponents. So
exactly, especially the later groups. So we'll have to see if that makes much of a difference for them. What is going on? Why is he not answering?
Oh, thank you, Pitfall, for another bit of cheer. That brings you to a total of 10 cheers. 10 bits, actually. Alright, since we got a good amount of people, or some more people here, once again, I just want to let you guys know that there is a Matcherino page for this. Currently sitting at $90.10 or 15 cents. Please, if you haven't done so yet, go into the Matcherino link, and then you can type in that coupon code to donate 50 cents for free to the prize pool, to the overall prize pool. So I'm just going to post that once again into the Twitch chat. And the prize pool breakdown, assuming we reach 100, because I think that's like our goal here, at least $100 by the end of the PsiX Contenders Cup. The winner will go home with 80% of the prize pool. Oh no, actually we have it in the Wikipedia page.
No?
Oh, I think it's 50%.
We've got it's 50, 25, 12.5, 12.5. So
right.
we split the prize pool 8 ways. First player gets 4 shares. Second player gets 2 shares. Third and fourth get 1 share apiece. And we will have at least $100.
Oh.
We'll get the Matcherino codes, and even if we didn't, I would guarantee the last few bucks myself.
Oh, sweet.
And we have begun vetoes.
Alrighty, guys. We shall get started pretty soon. Sorry for the little bit delay. We were waiting for Jin earlier, but unfortunately he did not show up. So we're gonna have our first match here coming up shortly.
We are. I'm just going to put myself on Do Not Disturb now that the match is about to start.
Oh man. We had
What's so funny?
Before I let you know what's funny. Thank you, Pitfall, for 90-bit chair. Appreciate the support. That's awesome, man.
Thanks very much. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, I was just chuckling a little because we had the prediction submission contest going on. So basically, whoever predicts the correct top 4 will win a T-shirt from the merch store. And I said the deadline was 3:59 p.m. Eastern time, just right before the PsiX Contenders Cup, which would happen at 4 p.m. But Sippy Cup, he submitted his prediction like 7 minutes late, so he's like, he's in the chat poking me at about that.
Well, I've already lost my shirt. I predicted Jin out to get out of to win the whole damn thing. He didn't even show up.
Oh my god, that's unfortunate.
But I think, to be fair, I should be allowed to have Snap XD as Jin's proxy, but I still much love to Snap XD, but I don't think he's gonna win it.
Yeah, I mean that would be crazy. That would be one of the most incredible things I've seen in PsiX history if Snap XD manages to come out on top. I mean, he's a great player, but there's some really strong, GMs here. So,
Yeah. Oh, and I can actually invite players to the party because we've only got one server on Europe.
Ah, yeah. So yeah,
that'll be nice.
Yeah, you can create, just make sure to at least put one of us as referee.
Yep. All right, so our first map will be Cerulean Falls.
All right, Cerulean Falls.
The PsiX contenders will start with a pair of true contenders, the scrappy M3s who have actually SYS is an M2, but the scrappy lower masters who have been willing to tangle with the gold bordered players near the top. I think we've got like a dozen GM players in this thing. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not less. Some of them are from NA, some of them from EU. We probably still have like at least half a dozen GMs in this tournament.
Thank you, Xenodactyl, for the 2-bit chair. He says, I am one with the sippy cup, and the sippy cup is one with the crab. Okay. So, it's like a little running joke with the sippy cup thing. Oh, Sushi says I can log into NA again.
Oh, okay.
You want to ask the players if they want to continue this on EU or they want to switch to NA?
Log out, log into NA, see if it works for you.
All right. I guess I'll go ahead and.
I refuse to make that happen unless actually test
it. Yes, it works.
Okay, swap to NA, guys. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, so it's Eastern. I guess they will be Eastern server, right? Eastern USS East. Because I know SnapXD is NA. And then SYS is from, I'm not sure.
Let me check the Wikipedia page. They are both Americans, so they can play on whichever server they prefer.
All right, sweet. Oh, thank you, Reality, aka John Goodman, with the 2-bit chair. He says, "I am one with the sippy cup, and the sippy cup is one with me." Oh boy, I think we're gonna have a flurry of. Oh my god, another 2-bit chair with the same message from Reality. Oh wow, he's going ham on that.
Alright, Snap XD is US West, so we'll ask SYS what they want. And I'll get us started.
Oh, Sushi says Jin is on NA. I saw him. Are you sure he's no-showed?
Jin is on right now, but he's in a ranked game and he never replied to me.
Ah, yeah. Maybe he didn't know that we were doing it on EU or something. I don't know.
I told him on Discord.
Join
Had plenty of
PsiX Contenders.
He had plenty of chances to reply.
Yeah, I don't see him in PsiX Contenders channel either, so.
Well, we don't need the PsiX Contenders channel in NA.
Oh, right. Because everybody's
Because everyone's part of the clan.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and create the lobby here.
Okay, I will do that. I seem to be having trouble actually getting the maps to load, so could you do that?
Alright, sure.
The server should be Central US.
Okay, Central. Alright, let me go ahead and change that to Central. The ladder is not loading up for me either. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and just type in Cerulean Fall in there.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Alright, create with mod.
Okay, good, it's working for you.
And invite SYS and SnapXD, right?
Yes, that's right.
Alright. SYS, invite to game.
Thank you everyone for your patience between our non-attendees and our server issues. But unfortunately, nothing we could really do about those things. And now we are ready to begin. SYS versus SnapXD. Not really the match we thought we'd get, but it's going to be an interesting one nevertheless.
Oh wow, we got a flurry of bit chairs from Reality. Still going on with the I am one with the sippy cup, and the sippy cup is one with me.
Well, if Sippy Cup was that important to this tournament, why didn't he enter it? I would have liked to see more Protosses in this thing.
Oh man, sippy cup is on the verge of creating his own revolution here. But anyhow, we got the Cerulean Fall game started here, as both players are ready. So here we go into the loading screen.
Alright, here we go. First game of PsiX Contenders is starting as soon as the loading screen is done. In the bottom left, representing Psionic Aftermath. Well, they're all representing Psionic Aftermath. They're representing the underdog. But the first seed, technically, it is Snap XD!
And spawning at the top right, we have our purple Zerg player. He isn't the #1 seed here, but still for more formidable, it is SYS.
And SYS is starting off the PsiX Contenders with a bang. But I believe it was like a 13 gas, 13 pool or something like that. It's a very fast pool with a lot of gas. So the 12 pool with no gas can be pretty. It seems pretty committed, but you can actually sort of macro out of it. This is not that build. This is the one with gas. This is the one that is either going to kill you on one base or die on one base. Live by the sword, die by the sword. And Snap XD is going for a hatch first. He has no idea. He's thinking, alright, we're just going to start, feel each other out, see how things go. And SYS is like, no! That's not how we're going to play this. I'm going to get speed at the first minute 20 of the game, and then I'm going to go into Banelings, and I'm going to kill you. We'll see if Snap XD can stop him.
Yeah, I mean, as SYS You know, with Snap opening hatch first into gas pool, this is pretty much the best opening that you could hope for your opponent if you're going for this Ling Baneling rush here.
Oh yeah. It is the greediest quote-unquote safe build. You can hold something like this with that, but it's very difficult. And SYS is trying to dodge the Overlords, but it looks like he's only going to dodge one. Snap sees it. He knows. He's building queens, building 4 lings, but his pool is only just now finished. There are more lings coming. Speed is already halfway done. It looks like this is going to be more of a slower type of attack because it's not really... Once speed is finished, that's going to be another power spike for SYS. In the meantime, the goal is to keep this hatchery alive. He needs this extra production to make up for the lack of tech that he's going to have. And he can't let those lings get caught, especially with speed. Speed is only about 5 or 6 seconds away, so he needs to keep these lings in his mineral line. He needs to keep them with the queens. He needs to keep them safe. I would like to see him even build a spine crawler.
Oh, but speed is
sending him away, but speed is done and 2 banelings are on the way. This is the most dangerous point in the game for Snap. And here come the Banes. Good focus fire, but not quite enough. But he needs to pull drones. The queen is going to go down. The drones are drone drilling, but there's not really a suitable patch to drill on. It needs to be covered up by both sides, and it's just not. There's too much surface area. Snap XD's down to 10 works. I think this is going to be the end of game number 1, just like that.
Wow, what a quick first game here.
Channeling my inner Joe Rogan there.
All right, speed is just done for Snap XD. If he holds, he's still, okay.
Yeah, he still has 2 hatches.
Yeah, he still had 2 hatches, so. And he's making his own banelings now.
About that. If he keeps this hatchery alive, he can still succeed. Oh, this could be a huge trade. He needs to get the second baneling onto the thing. Oh my god! 2 banelings just go down for Snap, basically for free, and the hatchery goes down, and suddenly that is super bad for Snap. Things were going so well. Things could have gone so well. He could have traded 2 banelings for 3, gone down, and saved his hatchery, but it didn't work out. And now all of a sudden, SYS in a commanding position.
Yeah, and now Snap has to make the decision. Is he going to go all in here for the counterattack, or is he going to go ahead and try to come back with the second hatch here?
He's continuing to drone, so I think he wants that second hatch, but SYS doesn't want to let him, doesn't want to give him the time. Just wants to go for it. There is 1 baneling on the way. Just 1. Here it comes, and it does get 2 banelings, that's nice. But can Snap hold? That is the question. And it's not just about holding. He needs to decisively beat this because there's a second hatch on the way for SYS, and I just don't see him being able to do that. The queen does go down. The lings are going to get surrounded and killed, and that's going to be it for Snap for game number 1.
Yeah, even if he holds, I mean, he doesn't have a queen to inject larva, so he's going to run out of larva, and then...
Exactly.
Yeah,
and SYS can just hit him again.
I mean, SYS second hatchery is done now, so he's going to have more larva to work with and more economy as well. Not looking good.
5 more banelings on the way for SYS. Meanwhile, we've got a couple overlords in the middle of the map having their secret rendezvous. No one will catch us up on this rock. We cannot be seen. Someday I hope this war will be over and we can be together. So, Snap is going to try and take this hatchery again. SYS needs to back away with those banelings, splitting banelings against banelings, and it's working. And he's moving in. Oh, I think he might corner these lings. They do have speed, but can they manage it? Do they have the agility to dodge the banelings? This is like the obstacle course from hell. This is how Kerrigan trains her Zerglings in the art of physical movement. And no, in the end, these are not Kerrigan's finest batch of lings, and SYS is not even bothering to go up the ramp. He's just going to deny this third forever, and he's even getting a lair. Deny this natural forever. He's even going to get a lair, but there's nothing up there. If SYS knew that, he would just move up there, but waiting for 2 banelings. More banelings on the way for Snap, but now SYS is doubling the supply.
Yeah, I don't
and
see
these Zerglings might help if they don't even get out. Snap XD is holding on for dear life, but I don't think he realizes just how behind he truly is. third hatchery on the way for SYS. That's how bold he is. He's like, he knows there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Exactly.
And upon seeing all of these lings, I think this will finally be the nail in the coffin for Snap. Snap holding on valiantly in this fight. But I believe that these banelings are just going to crush everything and everyone in their path once they hatch. Good banes from Snap, but at this point, it just does not matter. Here they come.
Oh!
Into the hatchery. Okay, that is one way. The game might last for a few more seconds.
I guess that hatchery, wronged him in another life or something, because or just miss a micro there, I guess. I mean, but I don't think it matters at this point.
No, we do see a Spire coming up for SYS. Snap XD is proving to be very, very difficult to kill.
It's definitely persistent.
Yeah, which could definitely serve him well in future games where his position is a bit better than this one. There's definitely ways to come back if you're persistent, just not in a position this bad. But SYS has just given up and said, you know what, I'm not going to kill you with Lingbane. You're on one base, I just cannot kill you with Lingbane, I don't know why. How are you still alive? I'm just going to go up to Mutalisks, and then I'm going to kill, you've only got one queen, and then I'm going to win that way.
Alright, so Snap XD preparing for this counterattack here. Although the Aspire is about to be done, 14 lings on the way for SYS to at least defend against this.
Yeah, he just has so much production. Snap XD being super bold, just going in and attacking all of those banelings with all of his lings. I mean, you may as well, right? If you don't win with this fight, you've lost the game. So you may as well, take a gamble and just hope that the banelings don't finish in time. And that's exactly what he's doing. But the Spire is done, like you said. There's more lings on the way, and the sheer production from SYS is just too much. 3 bases to... it is 3 bases to 2 now. Snap XD has somehow gotten a hatchery up.
Yeah, but however, there's 5 Mutalisks on the way, and there's really no anti-air for Snap XD besides the 1 queen.
Exactly. It will be 2 queens by the time the Mutas arrive, but even so, now fast queens kill Mutalisks. It's about as fast as 1 queen kills a Liberator. And you ever played ZVT, you know just how slow that truly is.
Yeah.
Oh no! That forbidden love between the Overlords has been snuffed out. Like a Romeo and Juliet story. Just like Romeo and Juliet. I'm pretty sure Romeo and Juliet ended with Mutalisks.
Of course. It's
been a while.
Everybody knows that story.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
2 houses, both alike in dignity, until a glaive worm killed them all.
And by the way, Snap XD is down by a significant amount of workers. I'm sure he does not want to waste any more workers on spore crawlers, but unfortunately, he doesn't really have much choice with these mutas out on the map.
No, these spore crawlers will go up, but in the meantime, the queens are going to go, and GG, Snap XD says. And SYS will take game number 1, taking significantly longer than I think we thought we would after that opening. Snap XD truly doing his best to stay alive.
Yeah, for sure.
SYS will take game number 1. And it will be Snap's map pick.
Alright, let's see what he decides to go for here. What map he decides to bring out. But though
he has chosen Kairos.
Kairos.
Oh, and are the rest of you in the PsiX Contenders channel? Because we didn't really need a chat because we were all part of the clan, but if you guys are already all in the chat, I may as well join it.
I only see Snap XD and Kuna Matata in the PsiX Contenders chat channel, so...
Alright, well, I'll hop in anyway.
Alright.
It's not necessary to join it, but I might tell people about it next week, just because it might be a bit easier. Plus, that way you can coordinate future matches and such.
Alright. And looks like we got Snap XD here.
Shout out to our players for picking colors that contrast with each other well.
Oh, yeah.
SYS has done that, switching to purple from red, which I very much appreciate.
Yeah, I mean,
I try and do that as a player. I appreciate when people do that as a caster.
yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always that, you know, those games where someone would choose like purple and then another one would choose blue, and then you're like, how do you know, see during the battles like which one is which?
Exactly. And a battle's going on, and one group of lings is overrunning the other lings, and one player just won the game, I guess. Alright. In the bottom right. Up one game with a quick 12 pull into a not-so-quick finish. It is SYS.
And spawning at the top left, we have our orange Zerg player down 0-1, looking to tie it up and push it to the last third game here. It is Snap XD.
Alright, both sides appear to be going for macro builds this time around, so we've got a bit of time to talk. So the winner of this match will go up to face the winner of Kuna versus Hyohu, and the loser will go down to face the loser of that match. Mind you, I wouldn't want to face even the loser of that match. Kuna and Hyohu are both quite good players. Kuna, like I said, veteran of the ATL, and Hyohu plays on the Korean server, so he's got to be pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like 5,300 or so on the Korean server, so makes him sort of a bit of a sleeper. Bit of a, what's the term, a black horse pick or something?
Yeah,
dark horse
dark
pick.
horse, yeah.
A dark horse pick for this whole thing, because I didn't realize how high his NA/EU MMR would really be, because he plays on Korea. Not too high, mind you. He still would be eligible. I'd probably give him an extra like 150, 200 MMR on top of that. But that does put him into like the 5,500 sort of mark. So I think he could be one of the top players in this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely has a chance to win it all.
And I don't think I've ever seen Hyohu play.
Yeah, he doesn't really play much. I mean, I think he's played in a few events in the past, but not too much like other players has.
Yeah, I think he plays in a few MVPs and such, right?
Yeah.
Sushi wanted to get him involved in this one, and I'm glad that he is.
Thank you, Zeno, for the 2-bit chairs. Still going on with that sippy cup thing, but I guess we'll have that I guess meme going on throughout the whole night, which I don't mind.
I don't know. I don't even know where this thing got started.
It happened back
a lot of memes inside
when the revolution was happening, you know.
Like how I'm a lizard man. Though most people don't remember that one, but Lord of Terrence still calls me Lizzie Sal, or just Lizzie for short. Baneling Nest going up for Snap. SYS elected to take a quick drone lead instead and take a third hatch. So we'll see if SYS wants to make a Baneling Nest. Yep, SYS makes a Baneling Nest, just a little bit slower. Won't be able to get any real aggression done, but isn't looking to with that fast third hatch. But Snap XD not far behind. We are going to see more of a macro game this time around. We'll see if Snap XD can win the Ling Bane War when it's a more traditional one. This Ling chewing away at the hatchery, so I can do it, guys. I believe.
But dies in vain.
That Zergling's like, hey guys, how do you eat a hatchery? And they're like, how? One bite at a time, guys. One bite at a time. And then the Zergling's like, no, that's not how it works. SYS and Snap XD in a bit of a battle of philosophy right now. But SYS is sending a whole bunch of Zerglings across the map, trying to take on the third base of Snap, using that... Wait. Well, it doesn't really have a big advantage in terms of production or anything, just happens to have gotten the units across there first, and is making 4 Banelings already, committing quite heavily to this. But it looks like it's working out pretty well. 1 Baneling does go down, but there's still 4 Lings chewing away at this hatchery, and 3 Banes as well. These Banes are really going to hurt the Lings of Snap, and oh my god, all of them go down. And all of a sudden, this third base is in jeopardy. Although he's making them into Banelings, he's putting more and more, sending more and more Lings. I think this third base is going to go down. I don't see Snap XD saving it at this point, but he does have 2 Banes. He's going to have to really good connects, but he trades them off, and the third base goes down, and that's often such a huge moment in Zerg versus Zerg. To see if one side can take or keep that third base, and SYS has so many Lings behind this. Wow. In the meantime, these banelings do go down. Snap
Oh,
XD desperately trying to reclaim that third base, but there's so many Zerglings, I don't see how he's going to be able to do it.
both
But he
players-
will not die. Oh wait, no, these
Oh.
are all. Yeah, I don't think he'll. Oh no, I thought he wasn't going to die because of those banelings, but SYS jukes and jives and dodges them, and this might actually just be it. Although we've seen how well Snap can stay alive. Can he do it here? He's sending these Banes into trying to send him into the drone line, but great queen positioning by Snap, preventing that, but 13 drones go down. Oh god. SYS just proving that, well, he's a higher rank for a reason. And there's a reason he was selected in the main draw.
Yeah, I mean, you can see his Micro is just a bit better here, controlling his Baneling and Lings.
Counter attack on the way. Three of Snap's Banelings already getting sniped. Looks like there's going to be some really big damage done on this side of the map. Oh, I was thinking he was going to go for the worker line, but at the same time, is the amount of damage that Snap can do greater? If he hit both those Banes, that would have been so huge. Actually, a lot of these, oh no, not focus firing them, but a lot of damage is going down. Could he manage to actually, he needs to get these Lings into the main base, he needs to attack this drone line, he needs to do more damage than he's doing. He's going after the Baneling nest of SYS, and has he actually caught up?
Maybe. What?
The supplies are even. The workers are going down for SYS. He's losing all of his drones. Has he? How the hell did he do that?
Oh my god, another Baneling's coming in. Oh my god, is this happening? Is this happening? With the...
It is. It's happening. It's happened. Snap XD is going to take game number 2.
Oh, and can he... Oh, he prevents the last
that
Baneling.
is beautiful. Beautiful dodge on that last Baneling. More drones are being produced and immediately sent into fight. That is the first time I've ever seen that happen.
Oh, wow.
GG.
GG.
Snap showing his resilience. That is the name of the game from today. He does not die until he's all out of blood and his heart has been stabbed twice. And Zerg have 3 hearts.
Oh man. Now I gotta say, Snap XD. I forgot to say, Snap XD does have really good Baneling control. But
yeah, we
just,
can see.
Yeah, just really impressive that he was able to turn that game around. It looked like he was dead in the waters, but gotta give it to Snap XD there.
Port Alexander is our final map.
All right, Port Alexander. Thank you, Drop the Miss, with the 5-bit chair. Of course, you are one with the sippy cup. It seems still. Oh wait, how do you spell?
Hey, you could have been the one in this match if you'd been a little bit faster, Drop.
All right, I'm trying to get. Okay, Port Alexander. There we go. I don't know why the maps aren't showing up. Maybe if I relog in or something, but
Are they not showing up for you now?
yeah, it's still. I mean, I had to.
That's alright,
I had to manually click or manually type it in. So
They weren't showing up for me earlier. Oh, okay. Yeah. They weren't showing up for me earlier, even when I manually typed it in. But I'm glad that you're able to get on them.
Yep. How crazy would it be if Snap XD in this next game takes it and goes into the
goes up to the winners match? That would be pretty crazy indeed.
I mean, since... Oh wait, actually, let's go ahead and just see if the players are ready. Alright. Here we go. By the way, I think since people had Jin in their predictions, I think it will be okay, at least, to, you know, substitute Snap XD in it. Although, you know, it's probably unlikely, but who knows?
I believe, Snap. Come on. Show them that MMR and experience and skill don't matter. Alright, in the top left. Almost taking this series 2-0, but showing that you cannot underestimate Snap. It is SYS.
And spawning at the bottom right, we have the comeback kid. It is none other than Snap XD.
And Snap XD decided, hey, you know what worked really well in game number 1? Fast Zerglings. Turns out if you make Zerglings faster than the other guy, they don't have Zerglings and you do, and that is a pretty decisive advantage. Maybe I can use that to my advantage in this series.
Yeah, and then, oh, it looks like Snap XD is going to be the one going for the hatch first. So Snap XD, this is pretty much the same game as number 1 except the
reversed.
Yeah, reversed.
And we saw what happened last time. Can Snap do it? Man, like looking at that first game, it just looked like Snap didn't really have much of a shot in this series, but all of a sudden he's really bounced back. And we'll see how SYS handles it when he's dished out a bit of his own medicine.
Yeah, definitely has made a series out of this.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a good first series. And the players are only going to get better from here. Kuna versus Yohu is up next, and it's going to be a very high-level series indeed, I expect.
Oh, looks like Baxter in the chat just came in. Hey, welcome Baxter. We're in game 3 of our first match in Group A. And Snap XD got the links going over, but... Oh, actually, the Overlord does not pass it, so he won't be able to see this. They're all going to the north side.
And this is a very, very, very fast Bane attack. He's not even getting speed. Unlike SYS, Snap XD is not getting Bane speed with this build.
Oh.
He's going to make some very early Banelings and try and crash them into the mineral line. But he needs to take out this hatchery. He really, really does.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I think he will.
Speed on the way.
Yeah, he's going to sacrifice the natural and just trying to defend the main, but he does not know that Baneling Nest is on the way. So, I mean, Spine Crawlers are good against Banelings, but if you got enough Banelings...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I like the Baneling Nest before speed if you're not going to, like, make Banelings initially. I think you'd be better off making the speed first, unless you're going to use Banelings straight away. But either way, Snap XD is going to... Looks like he might just take this natural anyway. Oh, the Baneling, it's trying to trap the Lings of SYS, and they do not have speed. They don't have their running shoes on yet. And SYS has just... Snap has just bought so much time with that Baneling, forcing the Zerglings of SYS to not defend. So SYS will keep his main base, and he's still up 5 workers. And now a Baneling Nest does start for SYS, so it's far from over. Speed gonna finish at about the same time for both players. Oh, and those Lings just sort of slip right past.
Oh!
But, oh, here comes the Banes! And they finally get their running shoes on just in time. It's like, hey guys, we can run.
Yeah, they got the Nikes on.
We're done warming up. Let's stop jogging, huh?
But the Snap XD Link speed has just finished too, so we have this little awkward engagement here.
Yeah, Snap's fighting on both sides at once, trying to take his natural, gets a Ling denied, fighting at the natural, fighting at both naturals. It looks like he's going to deny the natural of SYS as well, so both sides have their naturals sniped by the other. Neither side able to take and keep a second base in this match yet. It is a bloodbath. The army supply is massively in favor of Snap, but SYS has more workers and a spine crawler in his main. So there's not really that much that Snap can do in terms of attacks. So it is going to come down to who can take and hold this natural first, and I think that's going to definitely be Snap, because look at all those Lings he has.
Alright.
So I think Snap has the edge here. Although he needs to do something with it. He needs to take an expansion pretty quickly, because he does have a big disadvantage in terms of the worker count. I'd like to see him just make more workers and transition out of this, because he has plenty of Zerglings to do it with.
Yeah, 4 drones on the production, so he's got your message. He
certainly has. He certainly has.
Oh, nice surround on the queen.
Yeah, gets the queen. There's nothing but the spine now. And spines do not move very fast, citation needed. And therefore, this natural is definitely going to take a while for SYS to get.
That was
one of those very slow, low econ games.
Yeah.
Oh. We're such good casters in CVZ, oh my god. Pretty sure we learnt from the best here. This is how our Toasters and Tasteless do it. This is what the pros do. CVZ always gives me a heart attack to watch.
Oh my god.
These Banelings are going to get sniped before they can go in, and this natural will be denied by Snap yet again.
Yeah, Snap actually just playing out of his world. I mean,
He's just really using this position well, and he's going after the drones. He's going to deny a lot of mining time and might even get a few of those drones. But there's a lot more lings for SYS all of a sudden, but there's still a Baneling left, preventing SYS bringing all of those lings to bear all at once. But suddenly, Snap has the worker lead. He's got an extra base. SYS is swarming across the map, but there are 4 defensive Banelings on the way. Snap XD is in a brilliant position right now. He may just take this and move on to the winner's match after all.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, if he can defend against this, he's going to be in a really great position.
He sure will. And he's got 2 Banelings on the ramp, just in case SYS tries to flee up it. He's literally got SYS cornered. There is nowhere for him to run and nowhere for those Zerglings to go. Beautiful split of those Banelings going down, and he's even going to target. Oh, doesn't even need to target them with the Queen. They blow up on the Queen. Snap XD. The worker count has been equalized, but Snap XD has a base, and SYS's base is only halfway done. 12 more lings on the way for Snap XD as they both just continuing to hammer away at each other. More drones finished for SYS, but Snap is going to try and deny this base for what I believe is the 75th time this game.
Man, if he can actually deny this second base, but I think SYS has enough though with the 2 Banelings. Although he needs to make
more and more lings coming across the map.
Yeah.
There's a couple of Banes about to finish for Snap. So he's got enough for now, but will it be enough for the second wave? If he can trade these Banes out for 2 Banes, then that would be great. But he's not even trying to do that. He's trying to slowly pick away at these Banes one by one with the Zerglings.
Yeah, oh my god, this is going to be close. SYS just produced 10 Zerglings on the production tab. However, is it going to be too little too late? The Ling attack is coming in. Oh!
He trades off the lings for Banes. That's really good for him. Oh, those Banes are about to finish. And is there a way to know that? Is there a way to know when the Banes are going to hatch? Because Snap XD just seems to be so good at that.
Yeah, I think it's an intuition thing.
Must be.
Oh my god!
3 Banes for 2, but that could have been much, much worse. Like I said, it is an intuition. How does he do it every time? If that were me, I would have lost that game 3 times already.
Yeah.
That is just brilliant play. Seriously, look at it. He just knows. He knows completely.
Yeah, and oh my god, SYS, is he about to lose this?
I don't think I've ever seen Snap XD screw that one up. The Queen goes down. Snap XD can just go for the natural now, but he's just going to go for the drone.
Oh,
the Spine Crawler uprooted and on the reroute again.
What a
Not
time.
the right time. I'm on my smoke break and it's like, the hell you are. Get back in there. This is not the time. It's never the time. Always hate when I take my breaks. And these Banelings are not going to finish up. But Snap is in a dominating position again. He's got like 10 more drones, which is huge, especially at this stage of the game. He's got an army on the doorstep of SYS. And he's making more Banelings. Even a Roach Warren on the way for Snap. And I think in this whole series, this is the first Roach Warren we've seen from either player.
Yeah. I mean, both players.
This is the first time we're actually going to the... Oh, these Banelings, that's huge!
God, that is huge. Wow.
2 for 4 trade. You gotta spread those Banelings out, especially against someone of the caliber of Snap with his Ling Bane control. Like you said, his Ling Bane control is really good. But he's both sides droning up, but definitely with the Roach Warren, Evo Chamber, Lair, +1, all that on the way for Snap, he's definitely put himself in a great position going into this mid-game, even going to snipe this creep.
By the way,
what a game! What a series!
Yeah, this is crazy because we all predicted, or I guess not all. I wouldn't say all, but I mean, I certainly predicted that SYS would have come out on top of in this series. But Snap XD just playing out of this world here.
Yeah, well, he's showing why he's masters. Everyone in this tournament, none of them are slouches. We did restrict this to only masters and above to enter.
Yeah, we weren't kidding when we said anything can happen.
Yeah, it really can. And I mean, really, is it that surprising for the first seed to advance over the 16th? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Of course. By the way, there's a bunch of notifications during this cast or during this game. I'll shout you guys out after the game, but we'd like to do it after.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
but we do not have time right now because Aspire is on the way for SYS.
Oh boy.
10.5 minutes in, we're finally going to go into an actual mid-game ZVZ. These players do not let up, playing fast and furious. Both sides taking third bases, but SnapXD's is a lot faster than SYS. But SYS has a lot of gas banked up. Look at that. He's going to have so many Mutalisks. He needs to build some Overlords, though.
Yeah.
If he wants to actually produce them at when this Spire is done.
SnapXD definitely needs to attack soon before the Mutas comes out.
Or prepare some defenses. One of the two is definitely required. Either way, the one thing he cannot do is nothing. Roach +1 is on the way. He's making more and more roaches. Roach speed is going to be done, so I think we're going to see a pretty classic game of Roach versus Muta, where the roaches are already moving out.
Yeah.
And SYS, his resources are not managed all that well. He has a ton of gas, but he has no minerals to actually make this flock of Mutalisks. If he had 1,000 minerals as well, I'd say he'd be in a huge position right now. But as it is, he's just building Mutalisks as fast as his minerals will allow.
Oh, actually, SYS cancelled. He's like, I know,
that's why he's building so many Mutas. That is actually a brilliant move.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't defend against this. Third base against these roaches.
Every Mutalisk that he could get, so he cancelled the third base, so he could get more of them out.
Yeah, and okay, SnapXD sees the
comes
Mutas.
the fight.
He's all in
Two
here.
spine crawlers. I don't know if this roaches are going to get a ton done with these spine crawlers already done, but again, roaches are just so difficult to kill. They're so tanky, and they actually are going to get into the mineral line. Roach versus Muta, all of the roaches will inevitably die, but what matters is how much damage they can get done before that happens. And it looks like SYS is going to stay alive, but it is now 3 bases to 2. And now we'll have to see what SnapXD wants to do. He's building 18 roaches now.
Wow. I mean,
he's going for another attack, but there's already a lot of Mutalisks out now.
Yeah, maybe he will. Maybe you just go ahead and try to make a bunch of queens and a Nidus worm or something. But I think he's just going straight up roaches.
Yeah, well, he's building spores at his bases. He's building 2 spores at each base. He's building more queens. He just wants to hunker down and defend because he knows that it's 3 bases versus 2. But definitely needs to get some sort of anti-mute attack out. And so many Overlords are going to get caught out, and they're going to go down, and SnapXD is going to be supply blocked, despite building a ton of Overlords for this exact purpose, to avoid being supply blocked. It's not going to be enough. And the Spore Crawler is landing.
Oh, but third base of SnapXD
yeah, the third base is under serious threat. There's nothing to stop the Mutalisk, and now it's going to be 2 base versus 2 base again. SnapXD moving out with these roaches, but I don't know if that's a good idea. There's so many Mutalisks out. If they catch these roaches, they're going to kill them all, and then all of a sudden SnapXD's the one who's going to be behind.
Yeah. Oh, man.
This is a really ballsy move. I don't know if SnapXD realizes that he's actually not that far behind. But he's going for it. He's got the roach speed. He's got the roaches, but there's still so many spine crawlers, so many lings. The Mutas are coming back as fast as they can, and SnapXD is just going to deny the third base. But he's going to lose so many roaches for it. He's going to lose all of these roaches.
Yeah, the question is it worth it though? I'm not sure.
It's not.
Yeah,
look at this Muta flock. SnapXD needs to get into something that will help him against them, but he doesn't have any minerals. He's got the same problem that SYS did. And now SYS has a Muta flock that cannot be contested by spores. How is Snap going to get a third base like this?
Yeah, I mean, he did make a Hydralisk then, but I don't think he has enough resources to produce enough to defend against those Mutas.
No, not against, I believe that's like, what, 15 Mutalisks, 17? He has 18 Mutalisks out on the field right now.
Yeah.
And he's still building more.
Man, this game has been really back and forth. I mean...
Yeah, but I think SYS actually has checkmate.
Yeah, I think so too.
Even 2 Spore Crawlers can't compete against this many Mutalisks. You lose a couple of Mutalisks, but you just kill them in a few volleys like this. Right here. And I think this is going to be it. SYS looks like he's going to advance to the winners match in an extremely hard-fought series. But I think this is finally it for Snap. No matter how resilient you are, you can't build anything if all your workers are dead. That's some Sal wisdom right there. that one's free. Remainder are $3.99 a minute. Hydrogen is going down, and with it, so is Snap's hopes in this game. SYS will advance to the winners bracket.
However, it's not totally over for SnapXD. He still has a chance to advance through in the losers round, but congrats to SYS for making it to the winners matchup.
Yep. Congrats. Suarez. SNXT, you'll be in match 4, which is scheduled for about 90 minutes from now. So please be around by 6:20 p.m. EST.
Wait, 6. This is currently 5:08 p.m. ET.
Yep, I'm
Okay.
telling SnapX because remember we got 2 more matches.
Oh, right. All right. So, all right.
Before SnapXD has to play again, we have Kuna Matata versus Hyohu, and then we have the winners match.
All right. All right. So while you get the players sorted out with the map vetoes, I'm going to go ahead and just give a few shout outs because during that game there was a few notifications. So Drotimus, if you're still here, thank you so much for gifting me the Twitch sub to the Psionic Aftermath channel. I appreciate it. That was actually a little bit of a surprise because it was out of nowhere. But yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you for the sub as well as the follow to the channel. Thank you, Cynical Death, for the follow to the channel as well, and as well as I believe that was Mandolino that also followed the channel. So thank you for all the follows and the gift subs. Appreciate all the support and love. I think that brings us to like 937 followers or something around there. So
Wow,
inching
nice.
closer and closer to 1,000. But yeah, man, that was just the first series of Group A. Which if that was the first series of Group A, I'm pretty excited for the next few.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. This was our 16th seed versus our 19th seed in a 16-person tournament, and we had this. Jeez, what are our top players gonna throw at us?
I know, right? All right, so is both players here? Oh, I see Kuna Matata here. Hyohu, is Hyohu here?
Hyohu has messaged me. Yeah, Hyohu is around.
All right.
We're just waiting on Kuna Matata.
Oh, he's here in the channel, in the clan chat here.
Yeah, but I've messaged him.
All right, cool.
And he didn't. Did he talk in it?
Nope. He just
because he says he's been in menus for like 45 minutes, so he doesn't seem to be here right now. But I'll message him in PsiX Contenders as well. Kuna versus Hyohu is up next. Kuna has first veto.
That should be US West, right? Because Hyohu is from...
I'm not entirely sure, but I guess, yeah. Alright, Kuna was watching the stream on his TV. He's ready. He's good to go.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, just have them do the map videos and I will just step aside in a moment to go to the bathroom. So just carry on.
Sounds good. Okay, so Kuna vetoes Parasite, not wanting to get into a long macro game against Hyohu and TVZ. Kuna does seem to be more of a timing attack-oriented player. He's got some cool builds, which I won't reveal just yet, in case Hyohu might be watching. But we'll reveal it once the game starts, because I do believe that I don't believe he's going to be cheating. I just believe he's fully within his rights to be watching the stream right now. Banning Stasis. Interesting. I'm not really sure what that map means for TVZ. I know that it's pretty bad for TVP. I guess it's probably similar for TVZ. Lots of chokes, lots of places that tanks and liberators can siege up and be nasty. In fact, it's probably a lot worse for Zerg than it is for Protoss, considering the tanks are part of the regular arsenal. So it really does need surrounds. Needs a lot of open space. Stasis is not that. There's a lot of, cliffs and places to abuse. Man, actually, the more I think about it, the more I realize stasis must be an absolute nightmare for Zergs. Like, you can lift onto those cliffs with the Marines and the tanks. Oh, man. And we have Parasite, Stasis, Cerulean, and Automaton banned. That means Port Alexander, Kairos Junction, and Blue Shift remain.
All right, I am back.
Great. We've just picked our first map, Blue Shift. I'm just asking Hyohu what his best server is. If he doesn't know or doesn't care, I'll pick US West. Because that's what I would pick.
All right, Blue Shift.
From Australia.
All right.
Okay, West is indeed best.
All right, so I'll go ahead and create the map here.
Yep, West US, Blue Shift. Thank you for taking care of the map production.
No problem.
Adminning the tournament and casting at the same time. Requires a bit of attention.
All right, night to game.
Alright, so Hyohu versus Kuna Matata, a very high level TVZ, will be our second match. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good one. I think most people would, if they were to guess or make a prediction, that these two would be the favorites to advance to the round of 8. So
yeah, you could definitely say that. Really, between Jin, Hyohu, and Kuna Matata, it really could have gone either way. With Jin out of the picture, I can't imagine Hyohu and Kuna Matata not advancing. But we've seen that SYS and Snap XD, they fight hard, especially in ZVZ. You never know. Kuno appears to have some lobby problems, so just re-invite him. Lobby bug happens to me all the time. Playing with SEA Fox, you gotta get used to that. I imagine Japan probably isn't that great either for the server stability. If SEA isn't a priority, sure as hell Japan's not.
Yep. All right, we got both lists here. Are they ready? Oh, let me go ahead and...
Not sure why StarCraft never really took off in Japan, but it is good to see some players from other regions of the world playing and doing so well.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a global game. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
However, I guess some people don't play it because the servers aren't at the their area where they live. Kind of like.
That's true.
And I get
pretty difficult for people in Africa to do it. Like a lot of Terrence and plays from South Africa, he has some trouble with it.
Yeah. And I get it's difficult because like the ping.
You have to have a reliable internet connection and such. All right, here we go. In the bottom left, representing the Terran race, the master of Ghost Hellion, it is Kuna Matata.
And hailing from Japan, he is Hyohu.
I think Hyohu is like Japan's second best player or something like that. I think PsiX might be better, but I don't think there's many.
Yeah, I don't recall many, at least famous, StarCraft players that are from Japan. So
no, there's not really. PsiX, one of those like sort of tournament players who isn't really a professional, but is still quite good and could definitely take games off high-level players. But Hyohu's not that far behind. So PsiX is a Terran player.
All right.
So we've both seen a lot of Kuna's games.
Yep.
We've casted a lot of them together. What do you think Kuna's going to do?
You know, it's very possible that he might go for that ghost strategy that you were talking about when you were doing the introductions, because as you recall, Queens, you know, they got a little bit of a nerf with the transfuse, so the ghost Hellion build or Hellbat build is actually even stronger than compared to before.
In fact, didn't Kuna do something like that on stream just a couple of weeks ago, and we pointed this out? I can't remember.
Maybe
it was. We did cast a TVZ. I'm just not sure if it was Kuna or if it was someone else who used the same strategy.
Yeah, I don't recall actually.
That's right. Oh, I think it was Pig versus Starkiller.
Ah, right.
And Pig used that strategy, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It was on the same map, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was on Blue. I remember that game. That was such a close one.
Yeah.
Ended up with Roach Ravager, like a lot of Starkiller's games. So, in the meantime, Hero is making a pretty fast Roach Warren. No, I don't normally see it that fast. So, I think we're going to see some pretty early Roach/Ravager pressure going on. And in the meantime, these Lings get around the Reaper, and they are going to try and delay/deny the CC. There's only there is one Marine for Kuna. We'll see if it manages to do its job. Oh, actually, the Lings are not quite on the correct attack path, and they will delay the CC, but they will not deny it. They won't kill any SCVs. But we do have 5 Roaches on the way. This is not the threat. This is a distraction. Both sides taking a bit of time to warm up. Both sides having a bit of miscontrol with their initial units.
Yeah, this is so smart because Kuna Matata actually took a look at the hatchery timing with the Reaper and immediately retreated. So he did not actually scout the Roach Warren at all, and he does not know that this is coming so far.
But he's got to know something's coming, right? Wasn't this a bit? Was that a bit of a late hatchery? No, I don't think it was it?
Yeah, but it could be just because of the fast pull for the Lings, right?
Yeah, you're right. He's got 2 Ravagers, he's got more and more Roaches on the way. He doesn't seem to be prepared for this at all. He's making Hellions.
Yeah, he does not have a bunker up. He does not have anything to defend.
He sees it. He sees it now.
All right, what will he do? He immediately throws down the bunker.
Immediately retreats to the high ground. Starts to moves that factory around to try and produce a cyclone. And he will lift up this natural. That's good. He needs to react very fast to this to stay alive, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
Oh my god, the supply depot is down.
Yeah, and he can't replenish it. He's going to lose this reactor, which is going to mean a lot less Marines that he can build. He's trying to fend it off with the Hellions and the SCVs, buy time for that Cyclone to come out. Cyclones do a lot of damage to Roaches now, even more than they used to, but he's going to be right on top of this, and he's going to be able to attack it as soon as it comes out.
And by the way, this is not...
Kuna's losing some... Oh, good rally from Kuna.
Oh.
Keeps the Cyclone on the right side of the factory, prevents it from being killed, is going to start locking onto those Ravagers and doing a lot of damage.
Oh, nice micro there.
Yeah, he gets it out. In the meantime, look at Kuna's supply. Look at his army. It's going so low.
Yeah, by the way, this is not even super committed. He's got a dirt base on the way and just only made these initial Roaches and doing so much damage. Yeah,
Hyohu was not all in with that, though he did need to get some damage done in order to repay his investment, but he got more than enough done. He's in an amazing position now. He's about to have double the workers of Kuna Matata. Hyohu's showing he is no slouch after all. At all.
Yeah, and that build is so strong on this map just because the distance between the opponents aren't that long, so you can rally the Roaches.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that build in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Great to see some of these old throwbacks being thrown out by by Hyo.
Yeah, abusing the map.
I've never seen him play before, so it's great to... This is unexplored territory for me as well. But most importantly, it's unexpected territory for Kuna. None of his opponents have likely played much against him either.
Yeah, Sushi did confirm what you just said earlier, that Hyohu is Japan's second best after Psy Arc.
There you go, I was right. And we do have double Evo on the way already from Hyohu. While in the meantime, Stim is only just on the way. Kuna is reeling, trying desperately to recover, while Hyohu is firing on all cylinders. He's got 44 drones, he's building more Lings, he's getting double Evo, he's getting all the pieces he wants. Or Kuna, in the meantime, is dealing with, still asking his brother, where did you put all of my chess pieces?
Well, he is throwing down
I've
the
got,
third
I've
base.
got two pawns and a rook that looks like it's been chewed on. What the hell did you do?
Oh man, I love chess references.
Well, you're gonna see plenty of them.
Sweet. All right, looks like Kuna actually went for the faster third despite losing so much workers, and I like this. You gotta take some risk to at least, you know, give yourself a chance to come back into the game. He's gonna make the third base as well as the Banshee and try to get some damage done with those Banshees.
Yeah, Kuna needs to either go all in with a sharp timing, or he needs to basically play economically. But the one thing that's definitely going to get him killed is middle of the road. But Hyohu seems to be fully prepared for this this economic idea. He's going up to 60 drones. He's getting a Spire. He's getting +1. He's going to get +1 Carapace as soon as he can afford it, I imagine. He's just completely prepared for Kuna Matata to try and go into a long game, and Hyohu's in just a dominating position.
Yeah. Oh, even get
Kuna really needs, like, yeah, he's going to get the overseer. Is it just me, or should they change, like, the animation on the Cyclone? Because it feels like those missiles are just kind of pew, 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 but they're just ripping off giant chunks of this armored thing.
they should change it to, like, I don't know, because their attacks
They
are
need to
really
give it a bit
strong.
more oomph.
Yeah,
know?
like Marauders, you know, like a big boulder.
Exactly.
attack or
Marauders,
something.
like, their attacks feel heavy.
Mm-hmm. It's like a energy blast from Dragon Ball Z or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you can see the weight, like the boom of it when they hit. That kind of feedback is just so important in game design.
Yeah.
Like, you don't notice it when it's right, but you notice it when it's wrong.
All right. Oh, we actually have a Spire just done for Hyohu.
Yeah, doesn't really have the money to produce many mutas, but he's getting +1 air attack, so it looks like he's going to go for Mutaling Bane.
Yeah, but he's not.
Man, I love.
Okay, there we go.
I love this. Hyohu's just like, I don't care what anybody else is doing. I do my own thing. I do what I want. And it's very refreshing. We see some styles that you just don't normally see. Third CC is landed from Kuna. He's going to go out for some pressure, but I don't know about that. I think he'd be better off just dropping, because I just don't see any way this is not going to get surrounded and killed virtually immediately.
Yeah, but
I guess there are no banelings for Hyohu.
Yeah, he doesn't expect it. There's actually not a lot of map vision for Hyohu. He doesn't have the watchtower. He doesn't have any extended
Oh, that's
creep.
true. Kuna is getting into a good position, though. He only has one tank. But there's just so much Ling Bane here that I just don't think it's going to matter. And look at that.
Oh, wow. Get the full surround there.
Just dominates everything. Hyohu was just preparing for that for the last, like, 3 minutes. There was really just... I just don't think there was any way that push was going to work.
Oh, that forces the Marines to be dropped.
Yeah. Kuna has forces at his natural to prevent Hyohu from straight up winning the game right here. But he is forced to lift off his third CC, which is going to continue to deny mining that he desperately needs. Hyohu's just been in the driver's seat from minute 1 this game, and he's not letting go.
Yeah, he's even taking a 5th base. Wow, this is happening. Kuna's struggling to get his 3rd here.
Yeah, Hyohu just... He's playing just so well. I'm always 3 steps ahead of you, and also I've tripped you, and then I put you in handcuffs. Mutas get some damage done. One of them does lose their lives for it, but more importantly, Kuna cannot get a 3rd base at all against this kind of setup. +1 air attack is going to finish, making these mutas even more deadly in harassment. Ooh, I don't like that. Loses 3 Mutalisks. But the Banelinks come in. This is Hyohu's just going to attack. He's like, okay, I've lost my Mutalisk. I don't care. I'm just going to go all in and attack.
Oh.
That actually might be Kuna's chance, because that was a kind of ill-advised attack.
Yeah, he blew up the Banelings on the tank instead.
Yeah, if he can get these Banelings, he can actually hold against this, and he's going to be able to take his 3rd base, I think. There's very little play. The stim finally runs out, and a lot of these Mutalisks are going to go down. It looks like Hyohu just had so much that it does not matter what he did. He's still going to just beat this anyway, and Kuna is, again, forced back economically. He needs to land this 3rd, but Hyohu's just going to rinse and repeat, make more and more stuff, going up to +2/+2. He's got 5 bases, as you said. He's just got all the tools he needs, and Kuna has none of them.
Yeah, now he's just lifted his 3rd base, his 3rd CC. Gonna go ahead and try to establish that, but Man, Yohu is already taking pretty much the whole side of his map.
Yeah, but if there's one thing we learned from SYS versus Snap, it's that resilience is a skill all its own. And Kuna certainly seems to have it in spades.
Yeah, the only thing that, I mean, I'm just nitpicking at this point, but I would like Yohu to at least get a bit more map vision, get more creep tumor going, at least just to spot any move out attack or any drops.
Yeah, I agree, that would definitely be nice. Drops is one way that Kuna could get back into this game. Frontal pushes are not going to work. Not against this kind of army that Hyohu has. Not against the economic lead Hyohu's built and kept for so long. But if Kuna Matata can tear Hyohu apart with drops, it might work. I don't know if it will. Hyohu's attacking. Hyohu's a very good player. And, oh man, look at that. Those units just cornered. This is just brutality. Hyohu just showing that, you know, this is what it takes to succeed in Korea, in the mecca of StarCraft, and to compete on that ladder and to be 5300 MMR. This is the kind of skill you need, and Kuna seems to be falling a bit behind it against this uniquely aggressive style from Hyohu. Hyohu he doesn't like he's not like most Zergs. He doesn't like to just sit back and wait for the Terran to attack into him.
Oh no.
Kuna has only been on Hyohu's half of the map once, and it got crushed. More and more Banelings coming in. Hyohu is just relentless. He's playing Swarm Zerg. He's just being the aggressor. And Kuna's down to 40 supply. He's done. He is dead. Hyohu just being so aggressive. So always just there. Always never letting you take a breath, never letting you get comfortable.
Even coming in with the mutas.
This is crazy. Can anyone beat him?
I mean, he's looking really good to win this whole competition here.
Yeah, but it's only one game. SYS looked really good in game number 1, looked pretty much untouchable by Snap, and then Snap came back and very much did touch him.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dust, for the 10 bits, saying, "Go go Kuna, I paid $8 for it. Airplane Wi-Fi to watch this." Oh man, appreciate it, man. Airplane Wi-Fi. Yep. Dedication indeed.
And Hyohu will take game number 1. Let's see if Kuna can avenge the airport Wi-Fi and take at least one game. Coming up next.
Airport Wi-Fi. All right, Port Alexander.
I wonder if SYS is watching this right now and thinking, oh man, I have to face the winner of these guys? I have to face Hyohu, or I have to face a Terran who's even better than Hyohu?
That's a tall order.
It is a tall order. Though he does have 2 chances.
Yep.
But both of those chances are against some very formidable adversaries indeed. Kudu just manhandles me when we play. I just don't have... Oh, there's just no chance. He just drops everywhere. And eventually I just fall apart and die. And he never overcommits either. It's like, congratulations, you defended that drop perfectly. I'll be back in 30 seconds. It's like, thanks, man, yeah. Really feel accomplished by that defense.
It's like playing with your food.
Couldn't you just toss a medivac my way once in a while and let me have it?
Give me a freebie.
Pal. Yeah, exactly. Trying my best here. I actually play a lot better than usual against Kuna. It's just not good enough. In the top left, showcasing a very unique style, running rampant over Kuna game number 1. Looking to close it out and go on to the winners match. It is Hyohu.
Alright, spawning at the bottom right, we have our red Terran player. He's looking to win this game and send it to overtime into the third game. It is Kuna Matata.
So now the question has got to be on Kuna's mind. What do I do now? I think the best way to do this might be to say, alright, you know what? That game, the only reason Hyohu seemed that dominating was because he took such a huge early lead. Remember, Kuna was not on an even footing with Hyohu. Hyohu sort of manhandled Kuna because he basically won the game with that initial attack. So if I were Hyohu, if I were Kuna, I'd think, you know what? That's game one. Let's just not lose to any early game shenanigans, and let's go in on an even footing.
Yeah, but
And show Hyohu what I can do.
But it looks like Kyoho is actually open pretty much the same as last game. So we might actually
it is a 17-17.
Yes. I mean, he's going to have the fast links, going to go across the map. We'll probably dodge the Reaper and then maybe do the same thing. So
17-17 is a very versatile opening.
Yeah.
So what were you saying?
Oh, no, go ahead.
It's an opening with a lot of aggressive potential, but it doesn't have to be aggressive. It's not that far behind economically from a 17 hatch, but it does give you a lot more options.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, I see Starkiller kind of similar where he goes against Protoss. He would open for a faster pool than instead of going for hatch first. And sometimes that allows you to defend against any proxies as well as be aggressive on your end as well. So one thing about this map, I think that may favor Hyohu if he decides to go for the same thing. Oh, actually no, he's going for link speed here, so doesn't look like he's going to open roaches once again. Which is good for Kun Matata here.
Yeah, but he's going to send those 4 lings across the map, dodge the Reaper once again. But there is a Marine once again to defend. But this time all 4 lings are controlled properly. They are warmed up now. More SCVs will be pulled off the line to defend this back. Kuna's faced this before. It's not his first rodeo. Going to put one of the fresh SCVs on and even send one of the weaker SCVs back, I assume. Ooh, this SCV in a bit of danger, but good micro from Kuna. But this is delaying the CC a little bit. Overall, doesn't lose anything. 4 lings will go down. Does force the Reaper back, but doesn't lose any SCVs. Good job.
Yeah.
But there's only 16 workers for Hyohu. He's making more and more lings, and he's going for a Baneling nest.
Oh my god. And this is the exact same thing as last game, except it's not roaches, it's Banelings. He forced the Reaper to go back home, which prevented scouting once again.
Oh. I have not seen this in about 7 years. Hyohu going old school, the oldest of schools. This is like so old school that Oxford would look at this and be like, wow, you guys have been around forever. This is like, I don't know what the oldest university is out there, but I think it's the University of Hyohu right now.
Oh, but the Marines get surrounded here.
Oh my god, this could not be going worse for Kuna Matata. Kuna Matata's not expecting this. Why would you expect this?
Yeah, and even loses the Reaper. Oh. Okay.
And now here come the Banelings.
Oh, he does have a bunker this time.
Yeah, but the bunker is in range of the Banes.
Oh, and it kills the bunker.
And here come the Zerglings. And that's it. It is all over. And Hyohu is going to take this series in record time. GG, and Hyohu advances to the winner's bracket in decisive fashion. And SYS has got to be thinking, what the hell do I do now?
Pray.
But there's only one god today, and he's fresh out of mercy.
Alright, so that concludes our second match. We're going to go into our third match, which is the winner versus winner, which will be
SYS versus Hyohu.
Yep.
And our losers match will be SnapXD versus Kuna Matata. Then we will have one final match. So, SYS versus Hyohu, the winner will advance to the round of 8. And the loser will go on down for the elimination match.
That's correct. While you get that set up, I'm going to go ahead and once again let you guys know that there is a Matcherino page for this tournament. Currently sitting at $91.65. So it looks like we had a bit of donations, and you can donate with a coupon code. PsiX Contenders is the coupon code. Let me go ahead and link that up into the chat so that you guys can, if you haven't done so yet, contribute 50 cents for free if you just, you know, put in and insert that coupon code, and it helps out with the prize pool of this tournament.
Alright, I've just told SYS he has first veto, and I've told Hyohu DBZ is up next. We'll give the players a quick break before the next series, because I need to use the bathroom as well, but I want to handle the vetoes first.
Alright.
Wait, hang
Alright.
on. No, Hyohu has the first veto.
Oh, okay. Alright, while we wait for that, let's go ahead and bring up the group once again. There you go. As you can see,
I
group
got SYS and SnapXD confused. SnapXD is technically the first seed, which means he vetoes first.
Oh, okay.
Because you take over the seed of the person you walk over, because otherwise you'd have to change all the groups around and it would just be a giant hassle. So I decided to just give walkovers to seed whoever they took over.
I want to see the reaction, like, in real life of if, you know, we told SnapXD that he's the #1 seed in this tournament. I'm like trying to imagine his reaction. He's gonna be like, "Oh, cool." Oh, another 2-bit cheer from Xenodactyl, still claiming himself as one with the sippy cup, or one with the crab. I guess if you could be there's a hard choice, you know, either choose to become a sippy cup or a crab.
Okay, our map pool for this match will be Port, Alexander, Cerulean, and Parasite.
All right, awesome.
Okay, we're gonna start on Parasite.
All right, let me go ahead and create Parasite. Are the maps loading for you, or?
Let me check. Yep, they are. You want me to make it?
I'll just make it, and then I might just relog in back, just, you know, so that see if it loads for me again, or not.
Fair enough. And West US again.
Okay, all right.
For our Japanese friend.
Invite to game. SYS and Hyohu.
I'm just waiting for Hyoho to join the lobby, and then I'll just tell him we'll start in 2 minutes, and then I'll be right back.
All right.
And while I'm back, could you get SYS to change his color so that we don't have to deal with the contrast thing?
Okay, all right.
Cheers. SYS's English is a bit better, that's why I'm asking him.
Okay. All right. Sorry if you hear a little bit of a thumping in the background. There's some cooking in the kitchen. Hopefully it's not too loud though. It's not too distracting. Alright, just letting the players know that we're gonna wait for Salomon to come back and then we'll start pretty soon. But anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in so far. It looks like we have like 20 plus viewers. Looks like 23 so far. And thank you guys for the bits throughout the whole night. It's I mean, it's pretty funny with the Sippy Cup thing, but of course, all the support goes to Psionic Aftermath to put on events like this. All right, just waiting for Salavanth here. So the person that is gonna win this matchup, this next matchup between SYS and Yo, is gonna make it out of the group as the number one out of the group. So that'll be a pretty good achievement to at least go into the round of 8.
And I am back.
All right, sweet. You ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
All right, ready, guys? Let's see if the players are ready, and then we shall start pretty soon. As soon as they confirm. Okay, there we go.
Let's make it happen. SYS versus Yohu, the winners match of the round of 16 Group A of the PsiX Contenders.
Oh, Kingslayer says spam. Sorry, there's some cooking in the kitchen right now, so hopefully it's not too loud or too distracting.
I didn't even notice it. Alright. In the top left, representing Japan, winning a very quick 2-0 series over Kunimitata, looking to do the same to SYS. It is Yohu.
And spawning at the bottom right, we have the red Zerg player, looking to try and make it first out of the group. He is SYS.
So we'll just have to wait and see what both sides want to do here. I would not be surprised if SYS decided to do a pool first after that last match. And he is in fact taking a gas. I think he's going to go for 17-17. I think that's a wise move, but I think in this case Yohu is going to go hatch first, mixing it up considering this is Parasite. I think SYS wants to play pretty safe, but I think Yohu might know that, be expecting it. And he's playing more standard this time around, at least for now.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Baxter says we can't hear it, so hopefully that's good. Anyhow, I think Parasite, it's a pretty big map, so it's like, I would, just based off of openings, I would favor Yohu. Oh, safe.
Yeah, we had a bit of a couple of seconds of stop in the game.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I was just looking at the chat for a second.
Seems okay now. SYS tabbed out for a second. That must be why.
He must be on full screen.
Yeah, must be. Just had a bit of a latency dropping, but we're all good now. Presumably SYS won't be doing that too many times more during the game. One would hope against an opponent like this.
Maybe that's a strategy to win this game.
Lag your to have it key moments. I know when I control battles, I tend to lose them. So what if I'm not even watching? Then at least I have a chance, right? 50-50. Either it happens or it doesn't.
Yeah. Zeno Dactyl asking, is Salavanth Charlie Brown? Well, of course, there's Charlie Brown and Snoopy combo. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, we have Ling speed a little bit faster for SYS, as he did go for the faster pool, but Yoho is going to go ahead and throw down a quicker Baneling nest, so I'm expecting that he will be throwing down a third hatch pretty soon here.
What I'm curious about is what all this gas SYS mining is for. He on for 3 bases, but he's already got nearly 200 gas mine.
That might be for a faster lair, probably, because I don't see... Oh, wait, there we go. Baneling's nest here.
A faster lair does seem likely, because like I said, I don't think all of this gas is for Banelings, unless I guess he wants to commit really hard. Yohu's attacking with some links, but SYS is building a lot of links, so maybe SYS does want to do some big attacks at Yohu's third base, which is now going up, and wants to make a lot of Banelings to fight it.
Oh, but,
And speed is not yet done for Hyohu, so he's going to lose a few links for free
there
before
we
he
go.
manages to get away. So SYS's Zerglings had already built their wheat bix. Hyohu's just sort of shoving them into their mouths as they go.
Oh,
I don't know. Do you have wheat bix in America?
Do we have what?
Wheat bix in America?
Whitbix?
Wheat bix.
Wheatbix.
It's a cereal.
Oh, I think so. I heard of it, I think. It sounds familiar, but I don't really eat it, so.
It's well known for like providing energy. So you say someone's had their wheat bix when they're all energetic. And
I see.
Snoopy, explaining a joke's like dissecting the frog. It kills the joke, and it's not that much fun for you either.
We have a little bit.
Both thirds are being attacked, but Hyo's reacting just at the right time, and gets a decent trade with his own ling. Hyo's like, all right, the health on my hatchery is a resource. I can afford to spend some of it in order to make sure I have lings out at the right moment. And he does, and now he has a bit of a lead. Not a huge one, but a bit of one. And he's going to move across the map with his own lings and try and get some damage done.
Yeah, and
Balin's being morphed on both sides.
Yeah, Hyo is actually researching +1 armor, so he's going to look to... Yeah, his lings are going to be a bit more stronger because it will take 2 Baling hits instead of 1 to kill the lings.
Yeah. Lings survived exactly 1 hit point when they have +1 armor against Banelings, which often doesn't make a difference, but very often does. It really does just depend on the situation. But Hyo just has a lot of lings, and there's pretty much nothing but Banelings left here for SYS. And normally I'd say, that's fine, Banelings beat lings, but with good control, Banes on their own don't really work, and Hyohu definitely has good control. He's swarming in, trying to attack this queen, going after some of the drones, splitting up his Zerglings to multiple locations, hitting the main, hitting the natural. He's hitting everywhere. Hyohu is swarming like the race he plays. Definitely living up to the Zerg moniker.
Yeah, and his +1 armor is about to be finished, so his lings are going to be even more stronger.
Yeah, going to be even tankier against these lings of his opponent, against the Banes of his opponent. SYS, however, is remaining intact, at least for now. He is down about 10 supply, but he's staying alive.
Oh, but
More Banes on the way, but SYS sees this and forces the cancel on these links. On these Banes. Very good play.
Yeah,
he's really holding his own.
For sure. Now SYS is on the back foot, but his Banelings just came in just in time.
Yeah, but remember, this is +1. Oh, that's a good hit. There is +1 carapace, so in a ling versus ling fight, that's actually pretty huge. Zerglings deal 5 damage, which means it takes 7 kills for a ling to kill another ling. But if they deal 4 damage each, it takes 9 shots.
Here's a Salavanth mathematics for you.
Fun fact, if you have +1... Oh, that third actually almost goes down. Fun fact, if you have +1 attack, it takes 6 hits to kill a ling, which means that +1 carapace is actually twice as effective as +1 armor in Zergling versus Zergling fights. The more you know.
That's really good to know, but here we go. Bailey's rolling in. I think that third will finally go down, though.
Yeah, some good hits. This third, yeah, it's definitely forfeit. Hyo has just been attacking and attacking and taking small advantages every time. SYS is fighting valiantly, but Hyohu is just too good. SYS going for a Spire as a last-ditch attempt. But, GG well played, says SYS, and it was well played from both sides. But Hyohu, he's just... SYS is playing so well. Like, really. I think against, like, an M1 player, he would totally win. But Hyohu is just so far above him that even playing some of the best games of his life, SYS may not have what it takes.
Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and re-log in. Hopefully, maps will load at this point. Oh, there we go. Finally, the maps are loaded. Sweet. That should make the map making a bit easier.
Cool. Cerulean.
Alright, Cerulean is
our next pick.
Xenodactyl says, I think our cultural equivalent is Wheaties.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Yeah, that sounds right
That
about
into
right.
6.
Alright. Oh. Here's this. This.
It's pretty much going to be my job in the next 4 to 6 weeks, given the amount of CVs we're going to have. Try and come up with more and more metaphor. Try and come up with more and more explanations for what Zergling speed actually is. We have to amuse ourselves.
Yeah.
And our adoring crowd. They're ready. Alright, here we go. Game number 2. SYS versus Hyohu. The winner of this will be the first one in the round of 8 of the PsiX Contenders, and just one group stage away from reaching the money.
Mm-hmm.
And the single elimination stages. We've got a lot of tournament to go before that happens. Alright. In the bottom left. Representing himself. Playing an incredible game for his level. But not quite enough. Is there anything he can do? It is SYS, and you should do this introduction quickly, Snoopy, because this is gonna get really crazy.
Okay, and here at the top right we have the blue Zerg. We have Hyohu.
Because we have 2 12 pools.
Oh wow.
A 12-11 versus a 12-11.
It has come down to this.
This is the most aggressive game ever in the history of StarCraft 2. Other games have been tied for it, but there is no way to get any more aggressive than this.
Oh
In
man.
StarCraft. Can't be done. They are making no drones. They're making just pool and gas. There is no such thing as a build that is more aggressive than this in Legacy of the Void, and both players are going for it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this actually.
Yeah, normally you at least see 13, 12. Like, no, we're just not going to make any drones. Baneling Nest on the way for SYS. Baneling Nest on the way for Hyohu. Both sides are just going... How is this going to go?
It's gonna come down to micro. All gonna come down to micro.
Well, I think the thing is that with both sides committing to this, neither side can really attack, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Because they're going to have queens. I mean... I think this game is just going to normalize if both sides recognize what's going on, but both sides are avoiding each other's overlords.
Oh boy.
This is going to be nuts. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Hyohu just a tad faster, but Hyohu sees it, and he's sending his lings back. And no, he's not. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do. Hyohu is flummoxed. SYS is back on. It's like, oh man,
Yeah,
there's
but
no hatchery. This
Hyohu-
can't be good.
Yeah, Hyohu's actually made banelings in his main, so I think he will be able to hold.
Yeah, he will. And then in time, SYS decided to expand. He decided, alright, yep, there's just no way. We're both going for the same build. I can't get any aggression done, so I'm not even going to try. Which I think is a good move. I like this. Oh, a bit of miscontrol on on that Baneling for SYS. One of them gets killed. The other's he's forced to back away. And Hyohu's he's got a big supply lead all of a sudden. But that's because he hasn't taken a hatchery. He's decided to invest into other things instead.
Yeah, I actually don't know if this hatchery from SYS is gonna survive though.
No,
They had to
I don't
cancel.
think it is either. Oh, it even loses a Baneling for it, and it will go down. So SYS perhaps being a little too ambitious. Hyohu trying to take the hatchery of his own. SYS is going to have speed on the way faster as well.
Oh, nice save. Making a simulator
Yeah,
with
that is very good. I don't think, yeah, Hyohu hasn't started speed yet. No, he hasn't. Has he? No.
Nope.
No, of course, if he'd started speed, he would have finished it, and we can clearly see that
Yeah.
these lings do not have speed. So he hasn't started it yet. So that's going to be a bit of an advantage for SYS, but in the meantime, Hyohu's up 5 workers. That's a lot of workers. So 8 workers. Oh my, he's got almost double the worker supply of SYS. So SYS needs to get some damage done with his speed.
Okay, there we go. The speed just research for Yoho is a bit late, but I think it's okay. If as long as he has banelings and some queens, I think he should be able to defend against the speedlings of SYS.
Yeah, I agree. I think he will. Which is not good news for SYS, because SYS is very far behind all of a sudden. Yohu's handled this very well. We do have a couple of banelings on the way. The speedlings are starting to nibble away at the hatchery, but I don't see them getting that much done with 2 queens already here. And there's just not enough lings for the banelings to actually get any juicy connections on. The lings are attacking the queens, but they're not going to actually do it. 5 lings is not enough against 2 queens to actually kill them. So, Yohu's in a great position.
Oh, he does slip by with the lings. Although I think that there's enough lings and a queen to help defend against this, so shouldn't lose too much.
He'll get a scout. He'll get maybe a drone or 2. Meantime, oh what? I think we just missed a baneling hit.
Yeah.
SYS lost like 6 drones.
Oops.
Damn it, Yohu, stop playing so fast. GGGL says SYS. He knows. He knows he can't win. Yohu advances to the round of 8.
He must have hit two lings in the main base or something and morphed them into banelings, and we didn't see that. Alright, I guess there it is. Yohu will advance to the round of 8, first place out of his group A. So
and SYS will go down to match 5 to face the winner of Kuna Matata versus Snap XD.
Yep. Alright, just gonna go ahead and check. So far, prize pool is up $91.65, so that's pretty nice.
Very good. It was originally going to be a total of $40, but we had some generous donations.
Actually, we had a generous donation by, I think, Baxter. Yeah, he donated $50 to the prize pool, of course, as well as Sushi. So thanks for those generous contributions from both of those guys, as well as all the people that donated with the coupons as well. Oh, looks like Sunlily is in the chat. Hey, Sunlily.
Hey, Sunlily created the art for this, and also was the one who brought up the iJet's first suggestion in the first place. So if it weren't for Sunlily, I would not have come up with this idea, and it would not have been possible.
Yeah.
SYS didn't know that they had another shot. It's like, does no one read the document? I worked hard on that document.
Alright, so we should get together with SYS and... Oh no, wait, it's the losers round.
It's Snap XD versus Kuna. Players aren't replying just yet, but I do believe that I told them that it was scheduled to begin in about half an hour from now, which it was, because these matches happen very quickly because Yohu is Yohu.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to predict how long a series will go. It could sometimes go really long or really short. In this case, we had a lot of ling rushes, so it ended a bit sooner than predicted. Hopefully they'll respond soon.
Alright, Kuna is ready.
Alright, sweet. They both are... Oh wait, this is going to be US East, right?
I believe Snap wanted West or Central.
But
Let's just play on Central. They're both American, so it shouldn't really matter.
No, Kuna's from France, right?
No, wait. Apparently so. Yeah.
He's a French player, so...
Oh, I did not know that. Alright, so yeah, we will be playing on US East.
Alright, so gonna go ahead and switch that.
But I will need to get a hold of Snap first.
Okay. Should we get into a party or should we just do it individually? Invite everyone individually?
Nah, let's keep doing it individually.
All right.
It's worked for us so far. We haven't had any server issues. Let's keep it that way.
Thanks again, 2-Bit Chair from Zeno. I am one with the Sippy Cup, and the Sippy Cup is one with the crab. Hashtag charity.
Memes are evolving in real time. And people say that they don't believe in evolution. You can see it right here. Alright, so we might have a bit of a delay because SnapXD is not required to show up for another 15 minutes or so. On account of I give it about 45 minutes for each series.
Okay, so I guess we'll just wait for them to come on, and I don't know. In the meantime, maybe let's talk about the rest of the bracket or the rest of the groups, if you want.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so again, we have the next. We had to put the Group B on hold for next week because the PsiX Xmas Cups are happening during this time. So we will resume this at December 29th. But anyhow, we have in Group B Abruption, Swagger, Lingboy, and Jetrix. So Salaman, let us know what do you think is going to happen in Group B here? Who you got?
That's a good one. Thing is, I've never seen Eruption play, but he's also very high level. And Lingboy and Jet, I like Jet. He's also my coach, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Lingboy here. So I think I'm gonna have to say that if Eruption is able to show up and play at the level that his MMR suggests, I'm gonna say Eruption and Lingboy.
All right, Eruption and Lingboy.
Otherwise, Lingboy and Jet.
Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, if you have your own predictions of who's gonna make it out of the two people that's gonna make it out of the group, just type into the chat. All right. So here we go into Group C. Here we got Sun Ephone, Barbarossa, Kespada, and Mandolino. So who you got in Group C?
Group C, I don't really know much about these players, so I'm just gonna have to go with my seeds, and that would be Sonophone and Kespada.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, I haven't
seen Barbarossa play, but Barbarossa is the lowest seed in that group, a few hundred MMR below Sonophone. I'm sure we'll make it a good contest, but I think we're going to have to go with Sonophone and Kespada, though I would rather Sonophone and Mandolino, just because we have a lot of Zergs in this tournament.
Yeah, Sun Ephone and Mandolino is participating in the All-in-Nitus EU, so I think we have more opportunity to see them play, and then Barbarossa also participates in other events. So
Barbarossa participates in a lot of tournaments and such.
Kespada I haven't seen as much, so I'm not familiar with his playstyle or his skill level, but yeah, that I think Group C is a pretty, I guess, more even, balanced group. I think just based on the players, I feel like they're kind of close, relatively, compared to the other groups. But anyhow, let's go ahead and go to Group D here. We have Ravage, Kerwin, Sac de Fromage. I'm trying to use that French accent. And then also last one, Chris. So what do you think is going to happen in Group D here?
I'm going Ravage and Sac de Fromage there. Chris is good. He could definitely get out of the group. But Ravage and Sac de Fromage are both really good players. Sac de Fromage is actually a Grandmaster random player. And he's even better as Protoss. Plays at like 5400, 5500 MMR as Protoss. Elected to play as Protoss for this tournament. I did examine his games and such and decide that he was, in fact, not 5600 MMR or above as Protoss. And that seems to have borne fruit because I checked him out. He's done some laddering as Protoss, played about 40 games. He's sitting at about 5450 MMR or so as Protoss at the moment. I think he's going to do very well. And Ravage is the second seed. He's very high MMR. I expect him to do very well as well. So I'm going to go with Ravage and Sac de Fromage as my predictions for Group D.
That's good to know. Now, I didn't notice that in Group C and Group D, and I guess with Jin out, in Group A as well, we have 3 Zergs in the group of each of them.
Yeah, we had a lot of Zergs sign up. That's just the way it happened. Even with our alternates, we had mostly Zergs. It wasn't even a fact of the Zergs were higher ranked than everyone else. It was just that we didn't have many Protoss and Terran players sign up.
Yeah,
That's always been a problem in the foreign scene. Just so many Zergs and not as many of the other races.
but I think in general, Psionic Aftermath does have a majority, Zergs players compared to Terran and Protoss as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you say that. I think you're right.
Alrighty then. I guess.
Oh, and by the way, Kuna did tell me that while he's French, he actually lives in California. So we will be playing on West or Central because he would prefer US West as his server of choice.
And we'll just wait for Snap XD to let us know what his preference is.
Exactly. When SnapXD arrived, SnapXD was asked to show up at, I believe, 6:15.
No, 6:20, I believe.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You were right. 6:20 is when I asked him to show up. So he should be here in about 10 minutes or so. In the meantime, what do we have going on the stream after this is over? What other events do we have going in the next week or two?
All right, we have tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a PsiX Pro Series between Solar and Creator, ZVP. That should be pretty cool. I think that might be our, at least in terms of skill level, I mean, with the exception of maybe Lambo and Clem that we had earlier today. That's our highest profile skill level matchup in our Pro Series.
Oh yeah, I definitely think Solar and Creator are probably better than Lambo and Clem.
Yeah,
like maybe not better than, maybe at least better than Clem. I don't know about Lambo. Lambo did make BlizzCon after all, so he's pretty good.
Yeah,
but even so, I'd probably put Solar or Creator above Lambo in terms of like if they would have a best of 9. So yeah, I think this is our highest skill level contender ever.
This is our first Korean PsiX Pro Series, by the way.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty great.
It's crazy because I think when we first started in the beginning with the PsiX Pro Series, I did not imagine that we would within this at least less than 1 year reach to a point where we got Korean players playing in our PsiX Pro Series. I mean,
Korean professionals. It used to be just like the whatever GM and AAU players we could sort of rustle up, and now look at us.
Yeah,
same with PsiX itself. We've got the reason, if fun fact, this PsiX Contenders thing for people under 5600 MMR or so, USL wouldn't have been necessary because we were all under 5600 MMR.
Yeah,
a PsiX Contenders Cup would have just been open to everyone from PsiX. Now we've got nearly a dozen players who are above that. I actually would if this is a success, I would like to run a PsiX Champions Cup at some point.
With
which is the same tournament but with no MMR restriction at all.
Oh, okay. Well,
allow that'll
be
top of the top of PsiX to compete. Australia and Starkiller and Light and all those people. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So we have reached to a point where, we got Koreans playing in our PsiX Pro Series. Hopefully we can continue to even get more high-profile Koreans to play it as well. And then... what happened?
I've just checked the stream. We've got 24 viewers. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. It's always good to have people watching. That's another thing that's increased a lot over the past year. Our viewership. We used to get 10, 15 people for our events. Now we routinely get 20 plus. And that's not even including our Pro Series.
Yeah, so that's we're climbing up that follower count. So
yeah, we've got a lot of good content, and people are recognizing that. But speaking of which, what other content do we have over the next week or two?
So
let's
go ahead and just run through it. Tomorrow, Sunday, we have a All in the Nidus Clan War Team League versus Forge Gaming. Haven't heard them that much, but I guess because they're in EU, so I don't really hear a lot of clans from EU. But anyhow, next Saturday, of course, we have our MVD and MVP Cup. We're pretty much going all out in this, Xmas Cup. because we are investing a lot of resources into this. The MVD Cup usually has a prize pool of $5 to the first place prize, but for this MVD Xmas Cup, we're raising it. Actually, it's up to $38. Landfair, I believe he donated his show match winnings to this as well, so it's even higher. And we're actually going to split into two, to the first place and second place in terms of prize pool. Usually it's just a winner with a $5 payout, but this time around we're going to have a since it's $38 right now, the current prize pool will be, first place will win $26.60, while second place will win $11.40. However, that's not just the end of the prize, because the first place winner is going to go home with a PsiX jersey with their name on the back. So that's pretty dope.
Why couldn't we have had these when I was in Diamond? I got like $5 for my win.
Yeah. But this is not the PsiX t-shirt, by the way. This is the PsiX jerseys, which costs
it's even cooler.
Yeah, costs even more. So you get a free PsiX jersey with your name printed on the back, along with the first place prize of currently $26.60. I suppose that will of course increase as we get near it. And then MVP Cup, we're even going crazier. We're getting possibly $200 prize pool or even more, generously put up by Sushi, Jettazella, Droptimus, Insane Guy. So thanks to them for putting up the incredible prize pool. We're gonna actually have five total prize pool. So first place will win $100, presumably. Second place will win $50. Third place will win $30. Fourth place will win $20, and we actually have another separate prize pool where it's the top non-GM, or the highest finish placing non-GM player is going to go home with $20. And then
nice.
And also the first place prize will again go home with the official PsiX jersey with their printed SC2 name in the back as well. So yeah, that is pretty much the events for next few days or weeks. Hopefully you guys will, play in these PsiX Xmas Cups.
Definitely. Those of you who are part of PsiX, those of you who are not, you're still welcome to stop by and watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
And we have our vetoes completed.
Oh, sweet. Which server are we playing on?
I will be playing on, let me just ask Snap. I forget which servers is best for you. Are we playing on West or Central? Let's just find out. Alright, both of them are from NA West, so we're playing on US West.
Alright. And the map is...
Kuna has chosen Port Kairos, which unfortunately is not a map. I believe he's getting the two confused. They are pretty similar. They're both kind of pretty standard macro maps, and they're kind of interchangeable. Right, it's this early. So we're playing on Port Alexander.
I'll be like, I want to play on Parashift.
Exactly. Cerulean Stasis. Stasis Falls. My favorite map. But yeah, we'll be playing on Port Alexander.
Alright, so Port Alexander. Here we go.
Also, when I said you're in a ZVT against Kuna, Snap XD sent me the whip emote. Which is about right. Kuna is a very strong player, especially in TVZ. It didn't seem that way with the way Yohu kind of manhandled him, but he definitely is.
Yeah.
And we will see some of that strength, I imagine, today. And we'll have to, because Snap XD and SYS, well, they're the underdogs. But that's the whole narrative of this tournament, right? These are the PsiX contenders. These are the underdogs. This is a chance for the underdogs to show what they're made of. And to show that they're still dogs, regardless of their level of elevation.
Alright. Looks like both players are ready. Here we go. Sorry for the bit of delay, but we are starting it now.
Hey, just blame the aggression. We're in there to delay because we expected the series to take on average, about 45 minutes each. Even gave a bit of a safety margin, but they happened pretty quickly. Also, we're getting these games going at a decent pace most of the time, so that's good.
Yep.
45 minutes for each best of 3 is pretty good. All right, in the top left, representing Zerg, the underdog, the first seed, somehow both at once. It is Snap XD.
And spawning at the bottom right, looking to redeem himself and get out of the group, it is Kuna Matata.
Both of these players have to win 2 matches in a row to advance to that round of 8.
Yep. Winner of this series.
Kuna definitely the favorite.
Yeah, I would say so too. He is the GM player.
But it is far from guaranteed.
Yeah, as we saw in the Snap XD versus SYS match. Whoever
they're both fighters.
Yeah, for sure. Whoever wins this will go ahead and face SYS to see who finally will come out of the group in second place.
Yeah. And they should breathe a sigh of relief because they will not be in the same group as Hyoho.
Oh,
But they will have to face some equally tough customers from the other groups. Remember, this is only the first of 4 groups. We've got 3 more groups in the round of 16 to go. This tournament's gonna last quite a while. We're gonna have a lot of great games in this tournament.
Yeah,
I
for
can't
sure.
wait.
And the best part is, I think it kind of lines up with the next GSL or WCS event, since I think
I think this is a nice sort of off-season sort of thing for our viewers. And we are going to see Command Center from Kuna, Hatchery from Snap. Snap choosing not to go the Hyoho route, and instead playing more of a safe, standard style.
Oh, looks like we got Xenos in the chat saying, I want to play on blue site instead. I think
Power Shift sounds better.
Power shifts?
Yeah, I like the way you said it.
It's either Power Shift or blue site.
What do you think, chat? Blue Sight or Power Shift? Which is the better sounding name?
Or which is a better map for you?
Yeah. Which map do you prefer to play? That's right. Blue Sight or Power Shift?
Alright, we have the Reaper here coming into the natural. Oh, nice
Tries to
save.
the drone, but yep, the Spore will deny that. Very nice. Very slick move. Queen comes out. Nice and safe. Third base will be spotted, but cannot be denied. And we will see both sides just continuing to macro up. Factory being done for Kuna. Probably going to just shift that up. Yep, going to go into Hellions and a Starport. So probably going to be Hellion Banshee. About as standard can be. Get that early map control, get a bit of harass done, see what can happen. We'll have to see what happens when those Hellions are built, because the Hellions, kind of like a paintbrush. It's not about the tool, it's about how you individually decide to use it. And there's a lot of individual expression to be done with Hellions. In the hands of a master, they are truly devastating. In the hands of me, they rush into Zerglings and get killed.
Alright, Starport is going to go ahead and switch out, but just as he does that, the Overlords comes in. Will he commit and scout this? There is a Marine to deny this, but I think he will be able to scout this.
Yep, so he has Cloak, he's got a Banshee, but the Overlord will see it. So the question is Kuna going to cancel Cloak or not? Now that it has been scouted so very early. These Lings will get killed, won't even get that SCV, but they will see that the Hellions are on the way. So SnapXD is building a Rotor and he sees everything that's going on. And the Overlord will go down, so we'll have to see if Cloak continues to happen. Looks like it is still going to be used by Kuna. Both sides sort of ramping up their production, getting ready for the inevitable early game collision of Hellion Banshee versus Queen and Ling. Queens are here. SnapXD doesn't have a ton of army. He's building 16 Lings now, but he's definitely leaving it to the last moment, relying on his Queen control. There's actually nothing here at the third base. There is one Queen. He's definitely playing with fire, is Snap, but he's playing quite well. He's got that Overlord in a good position. He's doing quite well so far. I'm very impressed with the performance of our lower seeds so far in this tournament. It's the kind of thing I really like to see.
Yeah, you can see the fight in them.
Oh yeah, they really want to win. And I mean, you know, you can definitely put up good fights against people at a much higher level than you. I played like a 13-minute game against a 5500 MMR Zerg just the other day. I did not win, but it was a pretty good match. And we're seeing similar things here. I find that, well, I think like some players, when they're up against someone who's higher ranked than them, they really they give it their all. They really go all out to try and win. 17 drones on the way from Snap.
Oh my god. Wow, he's just pumping out those
and
drones.
A fourth base. I think he's like, alright, Kuna probably knows he can win a long game against me if everything goes fine. So he's probably not going to do any sort of really fast attacks. So what if I just play super greedy?
Oh,
Go up to that very fast fourth and use that to try and overrun him.
Yeah, he's making the fourth even before Kuna takes his third here.
And after all, if there's one thing that Kuna did seem to have a bit of a weakness against in the one mid game that he played against Hyo, it was just like a massive Ling Bane just swarming over his forces. Just Hyo just having more really seemed to work.
Oh,
and this Queen will go down.
Yep, goes down.
The spores will protect the drones, but they did not protect the Queen. But the spores are in good positions, and Kuna's just gonna have to get a bit of chip damage done on the economy of Snap. 12 more drones on the way, going up to 65, a good number. It needs to be a bit faster with those Queen pulls. Ooh, but these Banshees are actually really low. Oh, but their spores, they're not quite in detector range. Ooh, good dance by Kuna Matata, but Kuna's kind of trapped here now.
Yeah.
I don't see how it's going to get these out. Meanwhile, third base does go down for Kuna Matata. Overlord will spot it before it gets killed. Kuna already starting to get a supply lead, getting a lot of army up. Maybe wanting to go for a 1-1 push. While we do have the fourth base being retaken by Snap. One Banshee does go down, but kills 3 drones, forces a pool of workers. I'd like to see that Spore actually move a little bit closer to the... where the Banshee is going to be coming from, that angle.
Oh, finally.
But that Banshee will finally go down. 5 drones go down. A lot of damage done. Look at Snap. Look at his money. He's been so busy trying to deal with his Banshees, he hasn't really been able to macro properly.
Yeah.
Behind this.
That's a little
Kuna's just put on so much pressure. That's what Kuna does. He puts on so much pressure on you that you, unless you're like as good as he is, you just start breaking under the pressure. Some players macro really well and then lose, and then lose a lot. Some people micro really well and they can't macro properly behind it. I'm one of the macro people. My macro stays intact, but I lose a ton of workers like every drop he does. And I end up just dying anyway because it doesn't matter how much I produce because he just kills everything. Snap XD seems to be defending well, but has difficulty with the multitasking aspect of it. And this push is just going to be so nasty from Kuna. Oh man. Kuna, why are you so good?
Oh man, these queens full of energy.
Yep, and the transfuses go down, but it's just not enough against the DPS of Stim Marines. GG says Snap. Kuna will take game number 1 in pretty decisive and convincing fashion.
Yeah, that was pretty
So
much
now the question is,
textbook.
what does Snap do now?
Well, he does have the map choice, so we'll see if he decides to. Maybe he choose blue shift and go for that roach push. That's so strong. But
yeah, that was the thing that Shohu used to beat Kuna in game number 1. And Snap has chosen blue shift. I think that if Kuna won in a textbook fashion, Snap needs to throw out the textbook.
Yeah, he needs to, pull
and
out
pick
something
up
out of the hat.
A different book. A book that you find in a shady bookstore at the end of an alley.
Hey, what
you pick it up
and you
and you brush it off and cockroaches fall out of it. And it is a great book of Zerg cheese.
Oh, by the way, during that game, we had a 100-bit cheer by Reality. So thank you for the 100-bit cheer, saying nobody tell Caveman. Also, Gogo Snap, our Diamond League American hero, taking on the communist GMs. So rooting for the
Good job,
underdog
Reality.
here.
And Snap XD is actually Masters, though I believe he's in Diamond League MMR a lot of the time. He's one of the he's an M3 player, but he's often sort of fluctuates between D1 and M3 level, which is why he wasn't one of the original 16.
Mm-hmm.
But he is doing his very best.
Yeah.
Against the golden god of Kuna Matata.
And oh, it looks like also our question earlier: would you rather play on Parasite or Parashift or Blue Site? Zeno says, "Oh, Parashift sounds better, but Blue Site is better for cannons."
Fair enough. Yeah, I can agree with that. All right, in the bottom left, representing Zerg, losing game 1 in a pretty decisive fashion, needing to do something crazy to stay alive in this tournament. It is Snap XD.
And spawning at the top right, we have our blue Terran player up 1-0, one win away from moving on to the next round for the next match against SYS. It is Kuna Matata.
JLF's HF's come out a bit late.
Yeah.
So it looks like Snap's not going for anything ridiculously aggressive off the bat. Looks like he's just going to go for another hatch first. Which is interesting. I'd like to know if he thinks there's an adjustment he can make here. Because I'm not seeing what little things he could have done to win that game. It seemed that overall Kuna just had his number.
Yeah, I think maybe just his macro was a bit better than Snap.
Yeah, his multitasking sort of fell apart with those Banshees. Maybe if he'd had the spores in a bit of a different position. Maybe if he just focused more on the macro he could have held. But either way, he thinks it's his best shot.
I mean,
so we'll have to see if he's right.
Maybe not bank 2,000 minerals as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like, it's not something Snap usually does. That's something that Kuna forced out of him.
Yeah, that's true.
I've played against Snap, and yeah, against me, he macros a lot better because I'm not pressuring him as much as Kuna does.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact about Snap XD, he's actually our one and only, probably most likely our only in the history of PsiX, the only person to hold both the MVD and MVM Cup titles, the champion.
I didn't know he won the MVM.
Yeah, so basically he won the MVM first, and then in the next month's MVD, he ended up winning that as well. So yeah, he held the title, the crown, for both of them for a moment in time. Of course, we did retire, or at least discontinued our MVM tournament. So that's why I say probably, maybe he will be the only one who will ever do so.
Yeah. So either way, he's an experienced competitor, even if he's not used to competing with people of Kuna's level. Or will his drone go down? Oh, the Reaper's so close. Oh, he saves it.
Oh, 10 life there.
Beautiful. Beautifully done. But I think that Reaper's going to come back around when it gets a chance. And try and finish the job. So in the meantime, Kuna seems to be just rinsing and repeating, doing the same build again, and why not? It worked so well from the first time.
Yeah, it's one of those, really solid common builds that Terran goes for in TVZ.
It's one of those builds where if it works for you, you don't have to change it up. You can't really play around it too much. You can't really exploit it. It's just safe, standard play.
Yeah.
It's a perfect kind of build for Kuna in this matchup because he knows that he's the favorite. Well, it's up to Snap to find a solution.
All right,
we'll have to see if he can.
Yeah, it looks like the Marine will deny the Overlord Scout, so he's kind of pretty much in the dark. He won't be able to scout this Cloak Banshee play here. He's gonna, I guess, have to put some blind Spore Crawlers, I guess.
Yeah, but he does see the Hellions, and he did know that it was Cloaked Banshee last game. So he's probably not going to get caught with his pants down here. He's probably going to expect it to be done.
Oh yeah, but I don't know, he's making a lot of drones here, and there's like 4 Hellions on the way.
Yeah, but that's what happened last time as well. But he had
Oh,
the
yeah.
queens in position to defend
Alright.
against it. But in this case, the queens are a little bit out of position. But oh, that's going to be a few roasted drones.
Oh.
Actually, no, that's a good pullback. Only 2 drones go down so far, and he's even going to lose a Hellion for it, I think. Oh, is he? Focus. Yeah, there we go. 4 Hellions, but so a good trade for Kuna. But he does lose 1 Hellion. Snap XD. Continuing to fight, continuing to stay alive, building 9 more drones. Finishing that Roach Warren. Doesn't want to spend money on Lings, lava on Lings when there's a bunch of Hellions out. But he's going to have Roaches out in time for the Hellion follow-up. Not going to be Hellbats or anything tricky like that. Just going to continue to build that 3rd base. Lair on the way for Snap.
Ramsley in the chat says, "Hi guys from Mexico. Welcome, Ramsley.
Good to have you here. Thanks
Yep.
for tuning in.
We're currently in our, I guess, loser versus losers match. Game number 2.
Match 4 of the day. Game 2. Got one more match after this. The winner of this up against SYS Desert Glare. The Banshees do head on out, and I believe they do have Cloak available.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
They have Cloak.
3rd base nearly done for Kuna already, but I don't know how long it'll be till he actually moves that out. He's got 5 queens, and he's got a lair, so he could have an Overseer out if he wants. But he's got spores on the way, and they're going to be done literally just in time. Wow. That's some timing right there. But he has an Overseer. Is he going to snipe this Banshee? Or but he's going to do a lot of damage to it. That's already a really good defense from Snap. He's going to kill this Banshee, I think. Yeah, he is.
There we go.
He's doing much better this game than he was previously already.
Yeah.
But he's floating a lot of money once again. He does need to get that under control fast. He needs to produce a whole bunch of drones. And he is. I'd like to see him be producing drones a little more consistently. Meanwhile, he's trying to do an attack with Lings, but against these Hellions it's not going to work, but he is scouting them. He's sending the Roaches as well, but there is a tank here, so I don't think that's going to do much, but he might be able to delay this CC. Roaches do come down, do kill this Scouting Reaper. Yeah, so he wants to attack, but it's not going to work. But I would like to see him... Yeah, he does at least take out the Splatty Bear, but I'd like to see him just use this to slow down Kuna's 3rd base, rather than actually do any real attack. He's in a good position now, with the tank being forced to move and siege forward.
Oh, does need to retreat
Snap
though.
needs to back away though, yeah. Oh, Snap, what are you doing?
I think, yeah, he's not
paying attention. He's gonna lose. Oh no, now is not the time to go in, Snap. Oh, wow.
We call that a Ling donation here.
Yeah, and now Kuna's got the opportunity to attack. Kuna's going to take his 3rd base. He's been patient. Now he's going to grab it, and he's going to go out for an attack, and a lot of Snap's forces are dead. He's building nothing but Lings right now, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Oh, no.
He's only now got +1/+1 on the way, and is going into Hellbats. The stimmed bio comes forward. These Lings aren't attacking. They need to start. They are now. The tanks are dropped down. They are going to start sieging. The transfusers are going down, but the queens are also low, and they're all just going to get killed. The marines are so low, but they're just going to stay alive just long enough to kill everything, and Kuna will take this game and move on to match number 5. Snap XD fought valiantly, but he's just not as good as these GM level players yet.
But gotta give it up to Snap. He did make a good run, especially that first series.
Did his best. He had a great series against SYS. Showed good games for his fans.
Oh, thank you, Caveman or Pitfall, for that 15-bit. It looks like they were just waiting for Snap XD to GG. Although he is gonna do one last stand as he's morphing in 3 Banelings and having 12 Lings on the way as well.
We didn't tell him, Zeno. He must have. Caveman must have figured it out on his own. I believe Caveman is Pitfall, right?
Yeah, he's
the same guy.
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah, bit of a habit for trying to get the number 1 on Cheers for bits. Hence, Zeno saying, "Don't tell Pitfall. I'd like to keep my thing." Oh, good Ling attack will kill these 2 tanks, which is nice. But at this point, this is a bit too little, a bit too late. The supplies have plummeted for Snap. Kuna's at 70 workers, building 2 more siege more factories, getting +2/+2. All the pieces are up for Kuna, and Snap XD just doesn't have them.
Yeah.
So I imagine Snap XD is just Kuna Matata is just going to regroup and hit a second push.
Well, in the meantime, he's going to actually send 2 medevacs down below, and there's actually no scouting or no overlord to see this. So
yeah, this is going to get some damage in.
Oh man, putting salt into the wound here.
Yeah, killing a whole bunch. Actually, not as much as I would have expected, but the medevacs do get out alive. And in the meantime, there's another drop going down at the third base.
Oh,
Kuna
man.
does not like to attack in just one place at once. That third base will go down.
Yeah, at this point, Snap XD just has to do one last push. Gonna go ahead and try to retake the third. Gonna try to play this out, but I don't see how he
5
can.
Widow Mines at a time being created by Kuna.
Oh man.
3 factories. He is going to be blowing everything up. As it looks like he wants to advance with a push. With these extra Widow Mines finishing. While he takes his 4th, no less. But a bunch of Lings are swarming across the map for a counterattack. And this is not a wall. There is one tank, but there are a bunch of Widow Mines that are going to start shooting at these Zerglings. Doing some pretty good damage, but more Lings will flood in, but the SCVs get in the way. And the Marines and such, I think that's enough. Even with the attack on the other side, he's going to hold off this counterattack. In the meantime, at the natural, there's more Marines, more Widow Mines. GG says Snap, and Kuna Matata will take game number 2 and the match.
Alright, good effort by Snap XD, but this means that he is eliminated from the tournament, unfortunately. But gotta give him some props for giving the rest of the players a run for their money.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, that means Kuna Matata will advance to match number 5. Our final match is going to be between SYS and Kuna Matata. Now, this is going to be a rematch, right? From the match number 2?
No, match number 2 was Kuna versus Yohu.
Oh, right.
Wait, yeah.
Alright.
It seemed like it should have been the winner's match, but that's just how the cookie crumbled. Since originally Jin was in the first match.
Alright, so we're just going to wait for that to get set up.
And the SYS versus Yohu was the winner's match, so no rematches today.
Oh, sweet. We are up to 27 viewers in the chat. Welcome
Thank
all,
you,
guys.
everyone.
Yep, thanks for tuning
Our
in.
final match will be starting shortly. Another ZVT, SYS versus Kuna Matata.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah, SYS. Bit tougher than Snap, hopefully. We'll have to see if ZVT is up to the challenge, which is one hell of a challenge, because Kuna Matata, as we've just seen, very good at the matchup. But SYS is a few hundred MMR stronger than Snap. Fun fact, looking at his profile, he has finished Masters in his career 24 times.
Oh, nice.
Quite a veteran.
Alright, looks like Kuna Matata first veto is Parasite. Let's see if he's gonna veto Parashift and Blue Sight.
It's up to SYS now. Chat, while you do vetoes, I'll be right back.
Alright. Alright, we are sorry, we are winding down to looks like we have another additional 2-bit cheer from Xenodactyl. Once again, he is still with one with the sippy cup, and sippy cup is one with the crab. He has made that very, 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 very clear tonight for sure. Anyhow, we are again winding down for Group A. We are at the last match
has arrived.
of the night. Oh, thank you for the follow, Romsley. Appreciate it. I think that brings us to like 900 near 940 followers for the channel. So about 60 or 60 plus more to go before we reach that 1K follower. I can't wait for that day and for that time to come when we reach 1K. That'll be pretty dope. Kuna Matata, what a good name. Yeah, that's one of those names that are actually you can remember. It's one of those names that, you know, because there's names that, you know, you could, that doesn't stand out or doesn't stick to memory, but Kuna Matata is one of those names that you will remember, and it rolls off the tongue pretty nicely as well. Alright, so we are waiting for map vetoes to be done. Kuna has vetoed the first map as Parasite, so that will not be played. SYS, we're still waiting for him. I think he might be a little bit of AFK or something, because he has not listed his veto yet. But I'm sure we will get that soon, as soon as Salvent comes back. But anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Some great turnout, but we will have Group B. Remember guys, Group B in December 29th at the same time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Again, we have to wait a bit for Group B only because the PsiX NVD and NVM or MVP Xmas Cup is happening next week, so you can tune in for that. A lot of events coming down the line for PsiX, as we have a lot of events going on, in addition to all the PsiX Pro Series, as well as the team leagues, the All In, the Nidus as well.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back. Seems like SYS hasn't responded yet. I think he might be AFK or something.
I've whispered him.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm just whispering him now. Oh, he's not in the chat. Why didn't you whisper him?
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought he was in PsiX Contenders for some reason.
No, he's not.
Okay, that's why I didn't see his response.
I put you in charge. I trusted you with my tournament.
All right. Oh yeah. By the way, for the Solar versus Creators PsiX Pro Series tonight, there is also a Matcherino as well. You can head over to the Matcherino help channel. It's gonna be the one that says PsiX Pro Series 44. So head on to that Matcherino page, insert the coupon code PsiX Pro Series 44, and that will help donate 50 cents to the prize pool. And then if you want to donate additionally, you can click on the retweet and follow Twitter buttons on the Bubba Burger one, and that will donate an additional $1 to the prize pool. So Bubba Burger, one of our, I guess, recent sponsors, has come on board to help out with our Pro Series. So thanks to our sponsor, Bubba Burger.
And Automaton is our first match.
All right, let's go ahead and create that map. I think we only played like on automation like once tonight, if I recall correctly.
I don't think we have it all.
No, I remember
Played
one of the, I remember one of the games we played on automation.
You sure? I don't think we have. Which one was that?
It was the one where. Oh, actually, let me go ahead and invite the players first. It was the one where the centrifugal hooks weren't. Oh no, that was for Xenodactyl. The earlier Pro Series. Okay, never mind. I got that mixed up.
Well, start us up.
All right, I'm inviting. Let's go ahead and invite SYS here. Yeah, so I casted the earlier one, the PsiX Pro Series between Lambo and Clem, and that's where automation was played on.
Ah. Was it a good series?
Yeah, it was a pretty good series. I won't spoil it, of course, if people haven't seen it yet. So, but you can see the VOD. Oh, Kuna Matata asking what was the fourth veto. Do you know the fourth veto?
All right. Yeah. What is it? So, pool is port, blue shift, automaton. Let's go.
Oh, Romley just subscribed. Thank you. Here we go. Ready? Both players are ready.
Thank you very much.
Hey, appreciate the subscription to our channel. Of course, you will have unlocked the little sharky emote.
That's well worth it.
Yeah,
That's the best emote. Love that little guy. So cute.
How come it's like a black screen on Twitch?
Is there?
It looks fine in OBS, but
in the left we have our blue Zerg. We have SYS.
I think it's
Is it back, or should I like keep casting while you try and fix it?
I think it was a 2-minute delay, so I think it should be back soon. I think.
All right. And in the right, our red Terran. It is Kuna Matata. Neither side doing anything super crazy just yet. Kuna is going to go for racks before gas. So it looks like not doing anything particularly tech heavy. SYS, on the other hand, going for a 17 hatch. So both playing pretty macro-oriented games. Pretty macro-oriented openers. Which is interesting. I wonder if SYS has a plan to do better than SnapXD did. Because if I were up against Kuna in a tournament, I would not be playing my regular game. My regular game was going to be good enough to beat Kuna. I wouldn't be like 4,800.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm very interested to see what SYS decides to actually do, because I would be breaking out my best cheeses in this situation.
You know, I think, actually, let's see, yeah, this map, they have, I think you can proxy as a Terran, like, down in the dirt base of the Zerg, and then also around, like, the 9 o'clock position, I think.
The interesting thing with this map, I think, is that depending on what happens on the map, it can either be super OP for Terran or super OP for Zerg. Because the bases are so open to drops, that's super OP for Terran, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look around at the map and around the middle and such, it's so open and wide that that's super OP for Zerg. So I think for frontal pushes, it's terrible for Terran, but for drops, it's great. So I think Kuna's going to be doing a lot of multitasking and trying to pull SYS apart, and we saw how well that can work.
Yeah. Now, back in the Lambo Clem match, Clem did abuse the map where he would place tank positioning behind the gold mineral and kind of siege behind that. So
ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty. Oh, actually a drone kill for Kuna Matata here. Oh, it does save the second drone there.
SYS not quite as good as Snap on the saving of the drones count. Does see the third base as well.
All right, looks like
Nothing particularly unusual.
Yeah, it looks like the screen is back on. It looks like it was just a 2-minute delay. So, and I pressed the wrong hotkey, so it was black. So, but once the game started, I switched it back, so it's all good now.
Okie dokie. In that case, I see. Yeah, I get what happened. That 2-minute delay always confuses me. Dealing with, being in the future and the past. So both sides playing pretty standard so far. It looks like Kuno's again going to go with his regular build. Because again, why mix it up when he doesn't have any reason to need to?
Yeah, and by the way, this map is actually harder to scout with the Overlord. Because there is actually, you need to commit like deeper with the Overlord to scout it. And you might lose the Overlord to that Marine. So this is gonna,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty much blind to SYS. He doesn't really have much scouting.
He is getting Overlord speed though.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna see what's going on. One of the key things he's gonna want to look for is he's gonna want to look to see if there's 6 or 8 Hellions. Because 8 Hellions usually means that there might be some Hellbats on the way.
Oh, he does see the Hellion move out here with the scouting wing.
So he's going to know what's going on, especially with this Speed Overlord. He's going to know everything that's coming his way. And knowing is half the battle, but unfortunately it is only half the battle.
Oh,
and he may just lose the second half.
Yep. Alright, some nice harassment there.
Yeah, going after the Queens, getting them pretty low. But a few links come around to try and help. Ooh, this Queen actually might go down. Good pullback. Kills a Hellion, actually. Oh, wow, that's beautiful moves by SYS. Keeps both Queens alive.
Nice.
So, but they have enough to transfuse each other now, and that's what they should do, and that's exactly what they do. Great moves by SYS.
Yep.
But he needs to keep his economy going, needs to keep it up. Needs to keep up in supply with Kuno, which is the one thing that Snap had the most trouble doing. And keeping up on the macro front with a GM level player. That is an entire battle on its own. When we see pro gamers play against each other, we tend to think of macro as something that just happens, because for them it does. But macro is very much based on skill as well. Against pros of similar levels, the only way to disrupt someone's macro is to actually harass them or do a sort of strategic decision like a build. But one of Kuna's biggest advantages as a GM player against a Master is that unless the Master is really on top of his game, Kuna is just going to naturally produce more stuff as the game goes on. So we'll have to see if SYS is on top of his game and is able to keep up in that macro front, because that is an entire battle all on its own for this player.
Yeah.
Does see the Banshees moving out.
Let's see how much damage these Banshees get. In the meantime, thank you, Pitfall, for the gift sub to Sunlily, as well as subbing yourself. So appreciate the support. And here we go. The 2 Banshees coming in.
Thank you very much. So we've already got 3 subscriptions for PsiX just today. It's great to hear.
Yeah. Awesome.
A few drones are going to go down, dodging around that Spore Crawler, trying not to... Oh, but he actually is going to lose a Banshee. So 3 drones for Banshee is not a terrible trade for SYS. SYS already in, I think, better position than Snap was. Keeping up in the supplies.
Yeah, and all
so far.
That lane from SYS is denying that third base from dropping down. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a delay there in terms of the third base for Kuna Matata.
SYS up to 70 drones, building a Hydralisk den and playing his heart out.
Yeah. Even getting the Infestation Pit, so he's going to go ahead and tech to Hive rather quickly.
And take the 4th base as well. So he's, basically saying, alright, I'm just going to make everything at once and try and move into the mid-game with a decent footing. Yeah, but I think Kuna might be about to go out for a push with these 2 tanks at this point. He's got 1-1 nearly finished combat shields, and yep, he is. He's going to go out for a push.
Oh man, this is going to be scary because Kuna Matata is up 55 army supply to 38. So SYS, he has a bit of time to prepare for this, but he needs to make a lot of units here.
Yeah, the Hydralisk den is done, but there aren't actually Hydras yet, and I think he's going to do that Clem maneuver where he's going to put those tanks behind those gold mineral line.
Oh,
those gold minerals.
That's so annoying to deal with. Actually, he's gonna go straight into the third base here,
Oh yeah, looks like he is.
but you can still siege up behind those rocks.
You certainly could, and he's starting to siege up now, killing some of that creep. SYS splits up his forces. Ling's on one side, Banes and Queens in the other. Banes coming from one side, Ling's coming from another side. Beautiful surround on one of the tanks. A lot of the Marines do go down. Some good connects from the Banelings. Is it going to be enough for that tank? The second tank still stands tall. Kuna splitting up his units properly. Hydra's only just now coming out. Queens were not in that fight when they really needed to be. And he's now going to try and defend against this. And I think he will hold, but Kuna definitely got the better end of that trade.
Yeah, more efficient trade for Kuna Matata. And now SYS is kind of on the back foot because there is actually another bit of reinforcement coming for Kuna Matata onto the north side.
You can tell the difference between these three players here. Snap XD couldn't get anything done. SYS is trying, but his execution isn't quite there. He's not. He would have been better off with Lings and Banes on both sides. And Kuna Matata is just doing everything right. Now, I'm not complaining because SYS is a better player than I am, right? We're pretty similar, but he's higher ranked. I wouldn't do any better against Kuna with my Protoss than he is. So I'm not trying to bag on him or anything. Just trying to, describe the situation to the viewers. The situation is that Kuna just kind of destroyed Snap. SYS has a lot of the pieces needed to take out Kuna, but I just don't know if he has all of the pieces in the right order and in the right places. He's building those pieces though. You can clearly see that he's trying his best, and he's definitely doing better.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if it's going to be enough.
All right.
Tank does get taken down.
Yep, SYS is going to clean this up. Now, interestingly enough, during this time, Kuna Matata actually added down 2 more factories, so I'm wondering if he's going to go ahead and just go...
He likes his really heavy Widowmine production.
Yeah.
He did that against Snap as well. In game 2.
Yeah, and Widowmine did get a bit of a buff,
And
so...
He's doing the Clem maneuver.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So annoying to deal with.
It looks it. And SYS is going to go around and try and flank this. Queens are doing a bit of damage. And here it comes. The flank. The Widowmines don't get great connections. But is there enough here? It's pretty much nothing but Hydras at this point. But I think he just has to back off. But Kuna is just getting more and more advantage with everything. But Hive is nearly done. And he's going to snipe these medivacs, actually. That's a big pick-off
yeah.
from SYS. Kuna has the supply advantage, but the Hive is now finished. This is a chance. If he can hold off this next attack, it is a chance for SYS to get a tech advantage. But he's only getting +2 melee now, and 2-2 is already done for Kuna. Ooh, some good Widowmine connections. The drilling claws so strong, and these Widowmines, remember, they are still invisible until detection comes around to kill them. Because of the drilling claws upgrade, and he just withdraws those Widowmines and moves them somewhere else, and now Kuna is up 50 supply. SYS doing his best, but Kuna is just better, faster, stronger. And the Overlord is going to go down as well.
Oh man,
The Overseer, which is the one responsible for killing these Widowmines in the first place, and now it's dead to the same Widowmines. The fourth base, the new fourth base is going to go down, and those drilling claws are so fast.
Oh my god, 24 Widowmines out in the map, guys.
My god. And that is the power of Kuna's triple factory. He just makes so many of these things.
Alright, SYS trying to push this back, and he is successfully pushing this back, but look at the supply, guys. Kuna Matata has been getting some more favorable trades throughout, and now he's enjoying a really comfortable lead here.
Hive is up for SYS, but Adrenal Glands is the only thing he's been able to get out of it. He hasn't even been able to get 3-3 out of it yet.
Yeah, there's no Ultralisk then, or Broodlords on the way.
Exactly, he hasn't been able to get that Hive tech that makes the Hive so powerful, and that's the kind of thing you need to win against an army that's so much larger than yours. And he just doesn't have it at this point. It's going to need some Miracle Baneling connections, and with all these Widowmines, I don't see any way he's going to get them. Like, look at this minefield being set up by Kuna. There's just no way to bust into this.
Oh, and here we go.
He's trying though. He's flanking with the Banelings, but oh my god, everything explodes. This is just tragedy for Zergs everywhere. as the Marines come forward. No longer safe with the Widow Mines, but some beautiful splits and focus fire by Kuna. Takes out all of these Banelings, and Kuna continues to march forward, relentless. He just does not stop. He was just going to keep on going, and he will not stop until the Zerg is dead.
Yep, and
he
all
is the Terminator.
Cleaned up.
And SYS is looking like he's about to be terminated in game number 1. Trying to cling to life.
Yeah, but the macro of Kunmata is just still staying strong throughout this whole micro battle.
Which is the most impressive thing. Really, both sides continuing to produce units in such a situation is very impressive. Some good pickoffs from SYS, but I feel it's just not enough at this point in the game. This 5th base is going to get destroyed. More and more units are parading across the map. This is like the innovation style parade push, but with 4 bases instead of 3.
Yeah, this really reminds me of Innovation's playstyle as well.
Yeah, tons of Widow Mines, tons of just MMM. Marine Medivac Mine, just continuously streaming across the map until the Zerg just can't keep up anymore. And it's usually the Zerg stuck on lair tech. In this case, he kind of is. He's getting 3-3, but he doesn't really have the ability to get into hive tech.
Yeah, ideally he would have like Broodlords to at least deal with the Widow Mine, because you know those Broodlings can activate the Widow Mines, but he doesn't even have Great Aspire on the way.
It is the slowest 68 seconds in the world, waiting for Great Aspire to finish.
Yeah.
I swear it takes at least 3 minutes for those 68 seconds to pass in CVP. I try and play a bit of off-race and such, especially for casting, to try and understand what the other races are going through.
Oh, nice pick off here with the Hydralisk on that medevac drop, but the Rio battle is here at the south and the dirt base of SYS.
Yeah, the Great Aspire is on the way now, but it's just not going to be fast enough.
Oh my god, that hatch just died and went down so fast.
Yep, with this much Stim Marines, 3-3 Marines, everything just melts. SYS tries to move forward, but Kuna just splits up and says, come into my web, said the spider to the fly, and charges forward.
Alright, SYS I think will barely defend against this, but at what cost?
Yeah, he's lost another base. Well, he's got another base as well. He doesn't really have enough money to build Broodlord, so that's the problem. Does he even have any Corruptors? No, he doesn't.
Nope.
So he's got no Corruptors, so this Great Aspire won't help him. And there's already Thors and Ghosts.
Yeah, so even if he made Broodlords now, it'll probably
Well, I guess there's
down.
Thor and Ghost, singular. But the tech is there.
Alright, so
Good Baneling connects.
one last stand here, but it's just
How long have we
too
been
much.
saying that? These Zergs just
Probably for the last
refuse
minute.
to die.
But if this space goes down for the Zerg, that's definitely GG.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be. He's only got he's got 2 mining bases right now, so if he loses one of them, that is basically it. Kuna's up 100 supply. It is GG. The Zerg is already dead. It just does not realize it yet. Zergs can continue to give the illusion of death for up to 5 minutes after their heart stops. And Kumatata takes game number 1. So now, will SYS fall prey to the same trap that Snap did? Will he try and do the same thing against Kuna? SYS did well, but I think that in a macro TVZ, Kuna just isn't going to be beaten by SYS. We are going to be playing on Blue Shift as our next map.
Alright, Blue Shift it is.
Well, actually, SYS said go blue, so I'm not sure if he wants blue side or blue shift. Let's pick blue shift.
Parashift, I don't know.
Well, he said blue, so you can't. We're not playing parashift.
If
If it said go shift, we could have been playing on parashift. But it's pretty clear he wants blue shift or blue side.
Alright, so by the way, thank you Miguel in the chat adding the bracket command. So if you want to see the bracket for PsiX Contenders Cup, all the groups and the stages and the players, you can just type in exclamation mark and then bracket, and then yeah, the link will come up.
I suppose I should really be updating this as we go. I was planning on just updating at the end, but I should probably update it after each match. SYS is ready. Let's see if Kuna is. This could be the last game. What? Yes, we're on. Why are we on Automaton?
Sorry. Oops. Oh, I thought I clicked on blue shift. All right, my bad. Let's go ahead and create blue shift. Oh, okay, I guess yeah, automation and blue shift like next to each other right there. So I must have
all right. Play blue shift.
Accidentally clicked on that.
All right, both players are ready, and we're going to go into our second game of match number 5, the elimination match. Here, who is already advanced. Snap XD has been eliminated. The winner of this match goes on to the round of 8. The loser is eliminated from PsiX Contenders. On blue shift, here we go.
All right.
In the bottom left, down 1-0, needs to come up with something good in order to take out Kuna. It is SYS!
And here at the top right, we have the red Terran player 1 win away from getting out of the group. It is Kuna Matata.
Means no worries for the rest of your days, but certainly not the case for his opponents. Again, we see the 17H going out for SYS. I really do hope that SYS tries something interesting. Something a bit off kilter.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him do the same thing again and just get run over by superior mechanics.
Oh,
I feel like that's just not the path to win.
Yeah, he's actually going to open up gas spawning pool and then hatch. I think he possibly might go for that roach push. Where he...
Yes, I like this. Yeah. Something like this. I like.
Exactly. So this is...
Thought he was going to go for the hatch.
He's going to make, I think, 4 links, go across the map, make the Reaper retreat, and hopefully disguise the roach long enough for it to hit without being scouted.
There's a few different things he could do from this. He might just make it to deny the... no, if you just made it to deny the hatch, you'd probably take the gas later. But yeah, he could go for banelings, he could go for roaches. I think roaches would be a good choice on this map, and we already know Kuna can die to it, although we know Kuna can die to banelings as well. But yeah, I definitely like this idea. Put the aggression on Kuna. Don't try and play him in his game, in a late game scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
We already know he can be beaten by early aggression. We've seen it.
Alright, looks like actually SYS has pulled drones off except 1, so probably not going to be roach follow up here, just going to be some speedlings here.
No, looks like he is just going to try and deny this base, although even that could throw Kuna a little bit off to start things up. I'll be interested to see what SYS's follow-up is. It actually doesn't look like he's sending drones across links across the map at all.
Yeah, he's going to just play a standard, and I think Kuna Matata is retreating his Reaper because I think he, just based off the hatchery timing, yeah, he's pulling...
Kuna pulled 4 SCVs and is building a bunker.
Exactly, he faked him out.
Just because of the timing.
Yeah.
He is so paranoid about that after what happened to Hyoru.
Yeah.
Oh, but actually, no. 12 Lings and a Baneling Nest on the way for SYS.
Oh, wow. This actually might work out for Kunda Matata.
Yeah. How does he do it?
Man, if he just droned up, I think you would have psyched him out. But instead,
you can't even accuse him of map hacking because he did it before SYS threw down the Baneling Nest.
exactly.
Unless there's some hack that can read your opponent's thoughts, in which case I want that hack. And the Reaper is out on the map. It is vulnerable. There's a lot of Lings here. Here come the bunker, but the bunker is, again, it's vulnerable to those Banelings. You really need to put that bunker like a hex or so back from where it is.
Yeah, so the splash damage doesn't hit the bunker there.
Exactly. It's a solid move against roaches, but not against Banelings. That's the thing. Banelings are so rare, but this is why they do it, right? Yeah. Oh no, he's got to make sure he doesn't get too badly hit. That's a lot of damage done by that Widow Mine, but at least it doesn't hit the Banelings. And here come the Banes. A second bunker is coming up. Actually, the bunker does survive, but the supply depot is down. This tank is so vulnerable, it's going to get destroyed immediately. More Lings are swarming in. And they're going to break through the defenses, and there's a lot of SCVs that are going to be in a lot of trouble all of a sudden. Could SYS have found the secret source to taking out Kuna? He's making more Banelings in the main base of Kuna Matata. More Speedlings coming through to try and damage the workers. Medivacs are healing them as best they can. Kuna is hemorrhaging workers at a very quick rate, and more Banelings are being created in the main base. The bunkers are up, but they're empty. More Banelings coming into the natural. SYS attacking from two sides. He's taking out the first bunker. He's going to take out the second bunker. I think he might actually have done this. I think he might take out Kuna Matata in game number 2. This is exactly what he needed to do. Kuna Matata has a weakness, and SYS has found it. Now he just needs to take this game. The Medivacs doing their best to micro and save the workers, but the workers are going down and down for Kuna. SYS with a huge lead and making 16 more Lings.
Streaming more Lings and Lings across the map. And
another tank is out. Kuna is desperately trying to keep this tank alive, but he has 9 workers. He just does not have the economy to keep this up anymore.
25 workers going down. Oh man, more is going down.
That's it. SYS has done it. He's broken through. He's taken out all the workers of Kuna, and he's going to go into game number 3 in this series.
Oh my god.
We could actually see Kuna Matata knocked out in the round of 16.
Yeah, that would be insane.
But if by a 4900 MMR player. SYS is starting to transition out of this. Mule will go down. So will another worker.
Yeah, I think Kuna Matata finally stabilized, but again, 30 workers.
Yeah, but at what cost? He hasn't got a natural, he's got 9 workers. SYS is starting to drone up. SYS is in a massive position. If he's ever going to beat Kuna, it's right now. In this game.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent start from SYS. Good hold by Kuna in the end. But now we'll have to see, what can he do? This Medivac, will it be spotted?
I mean, at this point,
it is spotted.
Yeah, spotted by the Overlord and the Lings itself. Although he doesn't seem to be too concerned about it.
I think he's going to send his Lings home.
Okay, there we go.
He's keeping just a few back here, just to see when the command center gets landed. But there's no point in landing it for another minute or so until you've got enough workers on your main base.
Exactly. And at this point, SYS can just go ahead and drone and tech up.
And he's got enough Lings at home to defend against this drop. He's playing it all out. He's playing it out perfectly.
Yep.
This Overlord might go down. And it does. Supply blocking SYS, so that's good for him. Kuna might just try and be annoying with this drop. Just try and go from the main to the natural, to the low ground, the main to the low ground.
It's like cat and mouse here.
And SYS kind of wants to attack, but he can't. He needs to defend against this. The Queen is starting to chew away on that Medivac, which is good, getting some damage in. Kuna Matata is trying to catch up, and a Spire on the way for SYS. I like this. It'll fend off drops, it'll do some damage. Kuna Matata has to cut corners, which means he won't have a ton of... he won't have like turrets or anything. And really doesn't even have very many Marines at the moment. He's basically relying purely on these 2 tanks for defense, and I don't think tanks do very well against Mutalisks. Not really a TVZ expert, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think we could assume it's safe to say that tanks aren't good against Mutas.
So Mauling's on the way. So I think that SYS is probably going to want to go for he's getting Baneling speed, so I think SYS is going to want to sort of go for a follow-up attack. Once this command center is landed, he's going to want to take out this with Mutalisks and Zerglings, and take out these tanks, which are the linchpin of Kuna's defense. And I think this is a very good strategy.
Yeah. Now, with Baneling and Mutas, I think it's going to be important for SYS to go ahead and start spreading the creep, because those Baneling Ling engagement is going to be really important. Although I think
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but I think SYS might want to go on to Kuna's side of the map to attack.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
true.
if he's planning on really being defensive this game. He's not really making a ton of drones. He's committing very heavily to units. Kuna is actually almost caught up in economy. That's how much SYS is committing to this army. But with all these Mutalisks coming out, and Kuna's going out for an attack. This could actually be huge for SYS. If he could surround this with Lingbane on creep, then bring the Mutas in, this could actually just be the end of the game.
Oh man, we're having this awkward position where the Mutas are across the map.
Yeah, the Mutas are across the map, and SYS doesn't know. This is a doom drop, and SYS... Oh, he knows now. Does he? No, he doesn't know. The Reaper. He spotted the Reaper. And here come the Mutalisks. They're going to do some serious damage. Kuna has to go right now. This is going to be it. One way or another, this game is going to probably end in the next couple of minutes. Because look at all of those Mutas, and there is no answer for them. But is there an answer for this push at home? He's going to try and take the ramp. Is Kuna Matata, and this main might be forfeit. He brings up the Lings. He decides to... No, he decides against... He has to decide against it. He can't go up this ramp. No, he tries. Is he going to take out these tanks? He takes out one. The other one survives. The Mutalisk's dealing devastating damage on the other side of the map, but he saves one of the turrets. Kuna is down to 22 workers. He has to do some serious damage, and he has to do it right now. SYS still clinging onto this victory. His Mutas are still just doing a bit of harassment back at home. I'd like to see him bring them back. This tank doing so much damage, he's going to try and dive on it, but he can't. The Marines are in position. But now the Mutalisk is going to start attacking this tank. But will the Mutas... Oh, he needs to keep that tank safe. He needs to pull those... He's only got 5 Mutas alive. There are Marines left at home for Kuna Matata. Kuna Matata has a much bigger army right now. He's going to move it across the map and try and kill SYS before the economy comes back. But the last tank does go down. SYS just has to survive. He's desperately building Mutalisks. He's desperately building Banelings. Kuna's sending the last of his Marines across the map.
Oh my god.
This is so close.
Yeah.
Can SYS do it? Can he topple the giant? Can he at least prove that Kuna can bleed? That Masters can beat GMs?
Oh, this is going to be scary though.
Yeah, Queen goes down, he's building Banelings. A lot of this is going to come down to the connections. More Banelings and Mutalisks on the way. These are not the connections that he wanted.
No.
He's going to need to pull workers. He's trying to just kill what he can with the Mutalisks diving around. That's a strong connection. The Mutalisk. Oh my god, look at those splits! But there's some connections from the Banelings. Kuna is being whittled down. The whittlers hits are huge. The drones are being pulled off the line. But I think oh my god, 16. GG, Kuna has done it.
He has done it.
Kuna advances to the round of 8.
Wow.
I thought SYS was so gonna win that.
I know. After that opening with the Baneling bus.
Oh, Kuna he's too good, man.
He lost 30 workers and still came back to win this.
So, Hyohu and Kuna Matata do in fact advance. And that is our Group A.
Yeah, what a way to end the Group A.
3 more groups in the Ro6 in the round of 16 to go. We still have 5 groups and 3 single elimination matches in this tournament. But those will have to wait until next week.
Yep, and I think we kind of predicted the favorites were going to be Hyohu and Kuna Matata, and they did it. So congrats to them. And wow.
Very unfortunate that Jin couldn't make it, but we got some great games out of it anyway.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in, guys. Oh man, we have 30 viewers right now. I feel like I don't want to end this, but thank you.
Yeah,
for
well,
all... Oh, go ahead.
in a couple hours on our Africa stream, we will be having Solar versus Creator. I will be casting the first hour or so before I have to go.
Oh, sweet, nice. Yeah, so go ahead and tune in for that, guys. And we will see you next week for the PsiX MVD and MVP Xmas Cups. Hopefully you guys will tune in for that. And then of course the week after that we will come back and resume Group B.
Yep, Group B will be Eruption, Swaghar, Lingboy, and Jeterix. Some pretty familiar faces from Sonic Aftermath. 2 Protosses for you Protoss fans. So it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of hope Swaghar and Jeterix get to play, because it would be the only PvP we may get in the round of 16.
Yeah, fingers crossed for that. All right, any last words before we wrap this up?
Thanks, everyone. I'm glad for everyone who watched, everyone who contributed, and everyone who contributed to the Matcherino codes. Please do. PsiX Contenders. This whole thing wouldn't be possible, and the players as well. The whole thing wouldn't be possible if it weren't for you. It was just, this was my vision, but it was all of you guys who made it come to life. Without you guys, it would be just that vision, nothing more. Illusory, non-existent.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks for the Group B of the PsiX Contenders Cup.
All right, one last cheer from Xenodactyl, still with the Sippy Cup. So thank you for the support, and yeah, we'll see you guys in about 2 weeks. And so until then, take care. Have a great night. This is your friendly neighborhood casting duo, Salupi here, signing out.